With a little luck, nothing's gonna happen here.
Recording starts. Let's get this done.
No, come on. Don't you tell me you didn't record all the fun shenanigans we were having.
No, definitely not. I doubt anyone would love to see that.
What? Come on, they would.
Dude, I would watch, and I would watch a stream that was just nothing but technical difficulties. Just to watch the people pull their hair out in frustration. Oh yeah.
Do you hear me?
Next
I can hear you
I
all.
will.
Yeah.
Next time I will.
I can hear you, Vero, by the way.
That's like.
We can all hear you, Vero.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Like imagine a stream where it's just filled up. Do you hear me?
We've had some sessions that have gotten pretty close to that.
Yeah, I was just saying. In other words, any other session that we've had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe Google Hangouts will finally be the safe haven. It's
the sanctuary.
What is it? It's the hyperbolic time chamber where nothing can get to.
I remember. I do recall in one of the recent episodes of the new Dragon Ball series, Vegeta actually destroys it.
Ooh.
Well, it's been destroyed several times.
Yeah, boom.
No, like he's inside it and he blows it up.
What?
Yeah, that's really.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
what?
that's interesting. 'Cause that's what happens. That's what happens in the Buu saga. It is basically, I don't know, I forget his name, but Gotenks gets his ass freaking destroyed by Buu, and then Piccolo's like, "All right, well, there goes that plan," and he blows up the entrance that allows them to leave. And then they're like, "Well, we're stuck here forever, guys."
We just trained forever.
And then it's so dumb because Boo just yells in frustration and he opens a portal.
Yeah, that totally makes some sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes so much sense.
It's
It's
Boo.
the best.
That's his way of making sense.
So, meanwhile,
We're ready to get started.
all this I was getting my ass handed to me on Shadow of War.
Did you play
Yes,
it?
I'm gonna have to-
What difficulty did you play on?
Nemesis, that's the only difficulty to play it on.
Holy shit. That's probably why.
Let me tell you about the story about the machine. Just a humble orc who one day decides to mess my day up. He gets his promotion, kills me 5 times before I cut him in half.
Nice.
I expect that to be the end of the matter. He pops up calling himself the machine. I chop bits off of him 3 more times in a row.
Oh my god.
And then he keeps coming back each time, more and more machine. And then I leave Minas Ithil and continue the game.
Nice.
And then I finally returns, like in the mid game. First captain I meet, it's the freaking machine. I finally got my domination power. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
You're perfect. I want you. So I managed to
man.
dominate him on my bodyguard.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That's
cool.
probably another way to play this. Like, you just let them kill you repeatedly until they get immunity to almost everything. Then you control them as your minion.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, or you let them kill you until they get really strong, and then you kill them to farm legendary gear. Because he kept coming back. I got like 3 bits of legendary gear off of him.
Nice.
Dang.
That's awesome.
But we're not here to talk about Shadow of War and my horrible experience with the Balrog. We're here to talk about Gothic horror and Out of the Past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed your little sojourn into space.
Yeah.
Yes, it was fun.
I got some ideas.
Nice.
There was a lot of casualties, but we somehow survived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right. Future tech is
That's how
awesome. We brought everyone back. It's fine.
That's the way it's
Not
meant to be
everyone.
played, by the way.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Look, we're not playing Planet Mercenary, we're playing D&D.
Yeah.
Yep.
Last time, 2 weeks ago, you found out that Duke Doubledown had betrayed you. He was working for Caira all along for the purpose of retrieving Kaz and Sylvana.
Mm-hmm.
He was going to return them back to the family and vampirize them.
Mm-hmm.
And he was reprogramming that retriever to do so.
Mm-hmm.
And Sylvana attempted to reprogram it. All she did was get it to focus on her.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys managed to retreat back into your demiplane after he ran away.
Mm-hmm.
while you were waiting in your demiplane planning, Kaz and Vera left to retrieve Autoviator, the Lakewood family sword, which they did. And with Autoviator's help, they managed to get away.
Yeah.
And and you guys left Neville behind to get killed by Caira and her vampire minions.
Yeah.
Best part of the campaign.
I can put on my conscience says that I didn't want to leave him, but the teleportation grabs me by the last minute, so I.
No, I told you. Alexander just saw that and went, "Oh no."
So the conscience is not on me. Finally, for the first time, it's not on me.
Go spend some time. Anna's gonna have to go to a confessional now.
Yeah.
So I'll gladly go to that confessional and
Same.
yeah, I'll do a couple hours in the little thing, the flogging chamber.
The flagellation chamber. Yep, you managed to plane shift back to Silverthorn.
With the tower of weaponry.
With the tower, too, no less. Yeah. A tower full of weapons that you want to take to Barovia to help fight the Ebonhearts.
Right.
Yep.
So then you realized, hey, what if we took this spell scroll of gate that we have?
Yeah.
And what if we use that to bring Caira here and kick the crap out of her? We can circumvent the entire campaign.
Yeah.
Was it the gate spell or
no?
Because I believe someone cast a spell first to grab her to our plane.
It was me.
It was a scroll. Okay.
So I used the scroll. So I need to delete that from my inventory. Yeah. That was how we did it.
Yeah.
We used some other gate spell to get the tower and us out of there, and then we used the gate spell against Caira.
Yeah.
Autoviator basically gave up its power for a week.
Yeah.
In order to get the tower out of there. So you guys managed to gate Caira to you in the middle of you, and with the help of Pontifex Maria and her bodyguard Chiutha, you challenged her. But the epic battle you were expecting it was not one of the top 10 anime battles. It was one of the top 10 anime plot twists when she ripped off her own infected hands to prevent the vampire sword from controlling her.
True.
Yeah. She rolled strong.
Yeah. Maria called on Bahamut himself to destroy the weapon, which he did. And it seriously set back the vampire's plans.
Yeah.
But Bahamut did have some words for Lavana.
With me. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That he could free her, he could help her, but he would be needing to die in order for that to happen.
Yep.
But he did have a plan set in place in his infinite wisdom. Well, actually, more like wisdom of 30.
Yeah. Exactly.
Still, it's infinite.
Close enough to infinite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The unconscious Caira was taken to intensive care for treatment. And you guys took a well-deserved extended rest.
Yay!
Yep.
Yay!
Knowing that you're going to have to figure out what are you going to do with Caira and how are you getting the weapons to Barovia.
Yep.
Okay. So is it the morning? I'm assuming.
Yep. One well-earned extended rest later.
Nice.
All right.
You wake up.
So Alexander, after being exhausted over like the last couple of days of like traveling through Death's Reach and fighting Caira, he just kind of makes his way down. He's got like gunk in his eyes, and he just looks kind of motions for the table, and he's like, "All right, I gotta find breakfast. Oh god,
breakfast first.
Yep.
Yeah. Or some coffee,
or both."
Yeah, toast and coffee. That's what I need. And I'm just kind of looking around, waiting for Viral and Sylvana to hopefully show up.
Oh, for me, I'm actually already at the table, and
okay.
I'm already eating. I was like,
yes, and she's got her hulking shield guardian standing behind her.
You see, I'm doing this anime eating, like I chum everything into my mouth. Yes, this cake is so raw. Yes, I'm just keeping eating.
Just eat.
Yes.
And I just stay down and I like just start cutting my toast into little bite-sized pieces and just eat it.
Viral's just gonna sleep. Sleep in for another hour.
Yeah, this guy has no objections to that.
So I look at Sylvana and I say, "All right, okay, finish your food, Sylvana. Jesus."
You see spits of food like coming off from Sylvana's mouth to Alex's armor. Like, Okay.
Do I dodge
Yeah,
it?
you manage. Yeah, you just
God.
like simply lean to the side, and it all just flies past you. Like
Okay.
Savannah, lean.
I-
Stop
I-
speaking
yeah.
with your mouth full.
Yeah, I finally gulp whatever is in my mouth into my stomach, and it's like, Alex, you have to try this. This beefcake. It's so nice. It's
And
to die for.
I give Silvana just a squint, and I go, I'm good. Thank you. I had some time to think over what we should do next.
Coffee?
Realistically.
I bring the coffee.
Yeah,
to his face.
I like mid conversation. I just kind of go, sure, and I point my mug towards him, and it pours a little bit of coffee for me. I take a sip.
Yeah.
Savannah does seem a little happier now.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the whole Bahamut dying thing, that's a little upsetting, but you know what? She knows the end is in sight.
Yeah.
It is coming.
Here's the thing, though. Alexander, I don't think knows that.
Yeah.
Has happened.
No, nobody
I
knows
didn't
this.
tell anyone about that part.
Yeah, so I think
she
everything's
is
fine.
much-
Bahamut's
Yeah.
okay, and he's just fine and dandy.
Everything's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after sipping from my coffee for a bit, Alexander looks at Savannah and says, all right, I've been thinking it over, and I think trying to get the weapons into carts or try and make a caravan to get them to Barovia, it will take too long. It took me a month to get there on my own. God knows how long it would take to get all that gear over there, by the road. Which makes me think that realistically, the fastest way for us to get all those weapons and the tower, especially, would be to wait for Audio Veltor. I think I butchered that. Audio Viator to recharge, and then in a week's time, we can teleport ourselves in the tower to Barovia.
Yes, and drop that on top of Finn. Problem solved. I was planning not to say this for the whole time.
It's a good idea, but it may be hard for us to. We want to arm the people of Barovia with these weapons, Silvana. I don't think and I'm not gonna lie, dropping the tower on Finn is an idea that I'm okay with. But I feel that dropping the tower, Flynn, yeah, Finn. Sorry, was watching that
Finn
Star
the
Wars.
Human is from Adventure Time.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking of Finn from Star
Yeah,
Wars
from
when I was
Star
watching
Wars.
that trailer.
Yeah.
And yeah. So I do say that I feel that we should maybe. I think maybe not the town of Barovia, because we know that's where Flynn is at the moment.
Yeah.
But perhaps maybe the Amber Temple. I think that's a fortified location. It's relatively off the beaten path.
The town of Resk is also fortified.
Yeah.
Probably better fortified
that's
than
true.
any other town.
Yep.
Now, my question
also-
is that would I consider Kresk not occupied by the Ebonhearts? Because
The last you heard, the Ebonhearts are having trouble trying to take the town.
Yeah.
One, because it's very well fortified, and two, because there's still a relentless zombie plague going on.
yeah, exactly.
You've spent a lot of time out of town, off the world. You have also spent time. You also spent time in Barovia, which has 3 different factions who have a vested interest in keeping the zombie plague down.
Yeah,
And Silverthorn is a very well fortified place, so zombies can't really, break in.
Yeah. True.
But
it's a little bit far away.
but-
Silverthorn is a little bit too far away. From
Silverthorn is a month away.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I feel like, okay, so after kind of like thinking about that for a moment, I go, well, we could always teleport the tower to Kresk. It's fortified, and we know that the Ebonhearts haven't taken it, and it should be easy to arm the people of Barovia with these magical items that we've acquired.
True. Plus, since they are fortified, their armies are, maybe more well-formed. So we can just unload the weaponry to them and then dump the tower onto Flynn.
Sure. Alexander smiles and goes, certainly. If there is somehow a chance that we can drop a giant tower of stone on Flynn, I would be more than happy.
You know what? I actually have the idea in mind. Why don't we ask the Pontifact for gate spells?
Is the GM just gonna give us gate spells up the wazoo?
No, actually,
Just gonna ruin everything
as you're
with a
talking
bomb.
as you're talking about this, a person comes in.
Yeah.
He looks sort of like the whole stereotypical anime pretty boy, like like the long golden hair,
Oh,
Is it?
almost effeminate face.
okay.
Oh, what's his name? How did I forget his name? Is it Ronald?
No, it's not Ronald. Ronald is more like the handsome knight
Yeah,
who saves
gold,
the day.
blonde, handsome, male, kind of.
Ronald does not have shoulder length blonde hair. There's absolutely no way you mistake Ronald for a girl.
Yeah.
He's handsome, but he's not like pretty boy handsome.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
He's not Justin Bieber, so to speak.
Okay.
No offense,
Yeah.
but not Bieber.
Okay.
Yep.
So this guy walks in.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, he walks by. He sees it. He's dressed in like just a very simple monk's habit. He says, "Alexander, I could not help but overhear your little problem. You have not seen this guy around before,
I
Alexander."
look at him. And
I
say,
look at Alex and is like, you know this guy? Using message. You know this guy?
I message her back with my mind powers.
Yes.
No, I do not. But I'm gonna see if I can get some info from him. And I look at him and I say, obviously, I'd like an introduction before I tell you any more.
Well, I'm sorry about that. My name is Sergius. I am a gold dragon in the service of Pontifex Maria.
You're a gold dragon, like figuratively, metaphorically, or actually?
If you would like me to prove it, I would suggest we take this outside. I'm pretty big.
Can this finish when I finish with my chicken? You see, Savannah is holding 2 chicken wings on both of her hands and just biting down. Just like, can I finish this?
I'm just like Alexander is like trying to be as civil as possible, and Savannah's in the background just eating, ripping it off the bone, like
just eating.
For someone who's all about keeping clean, you sure have some really bad eating habits.
Yeah, but after I'm done, I clean myself. So.
Sergius says, "Alexander, if you don't believe me, you and I can step outside for a moment."
What? I sense the battle is coming.
I look at Savannah and I'm like, considering the last battle, I hope that doesn't come to that. So I walk outside with him. Okay. And I would like to see if
he walks aside. It takes quite a few steps away from you. He beckons for you to wait. He takes quite a few steps away from you before turning to face you, and then he changes. You notice that the monk's habit that he's wearing just melds. It seems to meld into his body. His face extends. It gets a more reptilian aspect. His hair shrinks back into his neck. His skin grows scales, and in a matter of seconds, you're facing this enormous golden dragon.
Alexander takes a couple steps back because he felt that he was telling the truth, but he was not expecting it. He wasn't expecting all this morning.
In the morning. No one.
Alexander looks at Sergius and goes, "Well, you are what you say you are. What do you want?"
"I would like to help you."
Oh, the voice changed.
"You say that you need to get to Barovia, this Barovia with all haste.
Mm-hmm. We need to get
there is nothing in the world that is faster than a dragon on the wing."
Well, it's not really.
And I'm sure that your friends in Barovia, if they need help, they will enjoy having the aid of a mighty golden dragon.
I'm gonna look at him. He's got a point, and he's in his super dragon form. But I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, this kindness would be a great boon to us, but I am curious. What is it? What's in it for you? You must have some sort of angle.
Says, when I was young, very young, like just hatched young, the world was still ruled by the Dragonborn Empire. At least my portion of it was, anyway. At the time, they were at war with the tieflings and their heartless devil allies. I watched, when I was very young, I watched my family be butchered by them. I watched the empire fall. And I promised myself that if I could stop something like that from happening, I would.
I look at him, and can I make an insight check?
Me too.
Go ahead.
I'm watching everything. Papa.
Yeah, you think he's telling the truth about that.
Yeah, I thought as much.
Plus, Alexander, you did see Bahamut summon an ancient gold dragon, and this guy looks to be about similar size.
Ah, so he's one of Bahamut's. Okay, all right.
No, he's not one of Bahamut's dragons.
Oh, so it's just okay.
Bahamut has a group of 7 celestial golden dragons that serve him as bodyguards and advisors. There are other ancient gold dragons in the world that serve Bahamut.
Okay, gotcha.
All right.
Well, I look at Sergis and I say, well, I do not doubt your ability to get us to Barovia as quickly as possible. The problem is that it's getting all the weapons and gear to Barovia as quickly as possible. We want to make sure that we can arm the militia and the...
Some of it.
You
By other means.
carry all the weapons. You see Savannah still eating the chicken, like slicing the meat out of it. It says,
Yeah, she's outside.
Okay,
She's
yeah,
still
you
stuffing
get-
okay,
carry all
okay.
the weaponry
So
yours.
Alexander uses his scroll of Mage Hand, and he's going to slap the food out of Savannah's mouth if possible.
My
No,
chicken
as
wing!
as you do, the circus just leans and he leans and looks very closely at Savannah and says, "You have much to learn indeed, Elf. If you presume to tell a dragon what he can and cannot do."
Ooh.
I
think
pay
Viral's
all my
on.
attention to the chicken wing on the floor as I dive to save it.
Okay, no, Mage Hand.
Dexterity save.
Yes.
Mage Hand. Okay, what do I need to roll against with Mage?
No.
Make an Arcana check against
Oh,
her dexterity save.
God.
DC 11.
Fuck, I'm terrible at Arcana. Damn it!
Yeah.
You
Yes!
slap it out, she like catches it.
Yeah, I dive to
Right,
the last
she doesn't
second
even
using
need to
my
dive
mouth
for.
to catch it.
And the scroll
Yeah.
of Mage Hand is gone, and I'm just gonna delete that.
I think Viral's up at this point. Like he gets out, half asleep, and then sees Sylvan and
So you look out your window, you see a gigantic dragon wing outside your window.
Yeah.
Like,
What?
I like to imagine he's still half asleep. He doesn't even notice the dragon, but notices Alexander. He's like, "Hey, Alexander, what did I miss anything?"
And you see me on the floor just... You
Just
see the
rolling
last second
around
of me
with the
diving
chicken
to
wing.
save the chicken wing. So he's like, yeah! And use my mouse to catch it. Yes!
Like, what's happening?
Alexander just sighs. I see Viral. I say, "Oh, we're just having a little conversation.
And
I
chicken
might be able to
wings!
get the Barovia a little bit faster."
Yeah.
And yes, chicken wings are a thing that is happening as well.
Yes. It's grilled in just the
Alexander.
perfection.
Yeah, Viral sees a very defeated face on Alexander at the moment. Alex.
Yeah.
Oh wait, sorry. What
Yeah.
did you do, Viral?
Like, then looks around. It's like, "Oh, what's that big? Oh, what the heck? That's a dragon."
And now we have a firm grasp of the obvious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I extend
so
my
Alexander-
other chicken, like, foot, and to the dragon says, "Chicken?"
Alexander's
smacked
hand
by the
He
gold
opens his
dragon.
mouth
in his
very
face.
slightly, just enough for her to put the chicken wing in.
Yeah.
And
Towards
this
the
is a dragon, by the way,
towards
who's big
gold
enough to
dragon.
probably swallow Savannah whole.
Yeah. Alexander is
Like, so
rubbing
he's-
his temples as this is
He's just being
happening.
very accommodating. He's opening his mouth very, very slightly.
So did he take my chicken foot
Yeah,
and swallow
He
me
took it-
as well?
you have to actually stick it in his mouth. His mouth is way too big.
Oh.
You
Yeah.
have to actually stick it in there so he can swallow it.
Yeah, I do that.
Because if you were to try to take it from your hand, he would probably take your hand off.
You would probably,
I just I just toss
Up
the
to the
chicken wing
shoulder.
like I'm tossing a ball. Aim!
Yeah.
And shoot. Yes. It's in.
You throw
Yes.
it into his mouth, and then he just swallows it whole.
Tasty? It feels good.
Says, I wouldn't know. Too small.
That's true. It's like
I need
a
a king-size chicken.
It's like a crumb to him. Yeah.
Maybe switch back to human form, and then it's easier to, eat.
Yeah, I guess
stuff.
Alexander says you can switch back to human form if you want.
Yeah.
All right, he switches back to human form. As he does, Savannah, I'd like you to make a history or a history, arcana, or nature check. Your choice.
Oh, let's see which one is better. Nope, all of them are 0. So
None of them.
history goes. Oh, 19.
Yeah, not bad. With your check, you know that dragons, shape even in their human form, still retain their draconic appetites and their ability to consume food.
Yeah.
There have been recorded instances of dragons in human form doing very unhuman-like things.
Okay.
For example, a dragon going into a butcher shop, buying a leg of ham, and then just eating it raw on the spot.
Oh.
Or a dragon at a feast, shocking everyone by eating 6 times what a human would normally be able to eat.
Yeah. But still, they get a better taste at stuff, right? Because their mouths are smaller.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all my concern.
Because it's the difference. It's the difference between the chicken wing being a crumb to like actually being the size of a chicken wing.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the size
Yep.
that matters.
Yeah.
Size does matters.
So Alexander looks at Sergey's and he says, "Okay, well, we need to get to Barovia as quickly as possible. And you're saying that you could carry some of the weapons with you, but
Yes.
I don't know if that would be enough.
Outside. I
don't know how, like,
it's like
how many weapons do we have at our disposal at the moment, realistically?
over a few hundred.
In the
probably?
tower?
Yeah.
In the tower.
In the tower, you have enough for you have enough to arm at about maybe, I don't know, say 1,000 people if you gave them all one
1,000?
weapon.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
so it's 1,000
Damn.
weapons. That's kind of why it's like I want to teleport the tower,
Yeah,
because
true.
it's like even if we give Sergey the weapons, and he probably can carry a lot. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
it's like it's not like he can carry a tower. I don't think
He
can
can't
do
carry.
that.
He won't be able to bring the tower to drop it on top of your enemies.
Yeah.
But if you are able, judging by his size, if you are able to find a way to put all the weapons into a sack or something, and then attach the sack to Sergey, he could easily carry it. So I guess he could easily carry it and you.
The thing is,
Really?
I don't want to abandon the tower because it also serves as a really good post or
The plan is to drop it on top of Flynn. I know.
No, not just
You made
the
that
bomb utility. Hear me out. Not just the bomb utility, but more
Yeah.
the fort, like using it as an outpost or something of a small fort.
An extra,
Yes.
you want to use that as like an extra form of fortification, so
Yes.
that not only will we have the fortification of Kresk, we'll
Yeah.
have the fortification of this tower.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bomb
realistically,
is just icing
like,
on the cake. The bomb utility. So
We're going to call this
realistic-
tower Flynn's End, for he was buried alive underneath it when we dropped it atop his head.
yeah.
yeah. The problem is that, I mean, to Alexander, the reason why he wanted to wait for the gate spell is that it's the quickest way to get there as possible.
Yeah.
But if Sergey thinks that he can get there quicker
Faster?
than a week,
Yeah.
then he wants to do it.
Sergis can get there in 5 days.
Huh.
5 days,
Ooh,
Alexander
that's really
wants to do it.
He'll only
Yeah.
need to stop once. He'll only need to stop once because he still needs to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I guess Alexander thinks about it for a moment and he goes, if you're saying that you can get us there in 5 days, then that is faster than my original plan. Then we'll do what we can. We'll prepare the weapons as quickly as possible, and as soon as we are ready, we'll make our leave.
Says, all right. I will be in the sanctuary when you need me.
And give him
And
our
then he just he walks back in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hero,
Alex-
time for breakfast. Just come down
Yep.
and eat.
Vasilka is standing next to him.
Oh.
You notice that Vasilka has also reapplied makeup to her to disguise her flesh-swollen
undead form.
aspect.
Yeah.
Wait,
More like
does
her
Vero
construct form.
and Vasilka show up in the same window at the same time?
No, they walk out. They both walk outside. They ask around, like, "Wait, hey, where's Alexander? Oh, he's outside. Okay, thank you."
I give Vero a suspicious look. I was like, okay.
Rayon doesn't really do anything, just like stands there. Yeah, let's go eat.
All right. Well, Alexander looks at the two. Well, Viral, you go eat with Sylvana, and you can enjoy that wonderful experience. And I will be making my way and trying to find as many sacks as I possibly
You
can.
never finish your coffee and cake.
I squint again. Just the squintiest squint Alexander can muster with all of his body. And he's going to just slowly walk away without saying anything. And he's going to go try and find... Because Alexander's a party pooper. That's what he is. He's going to go look for sacks. Do I have to go make an investigation check?
Yeah, see if you can find something that's able to actually hold all of this stuff and that can be easily attached to a dragon. You'll need to make an investigation check.
And sturdy
Alright.
enough to hold it for prolonged
Yeah,
time.
solid 5.
No, you do find some empty sacks that you can use, but you're not exactly sure how you can strap these on to a dragon.
Can I
Don't we
go
have
and
a bag of
find...
holding?
We do, but I don't think we can fit 1,000 weapons in the
Yeah,
bag of
it's
holding.
impossible.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
It has
No.
weight limit, so yeah.
Alexander's going to say, maybe the Kenku can help. And I'm going to go try and find the hideout.
Oh,
All right.
I assume they don't use hideouts anymore,
mate.
right? Because
They
city's
still do.
liberated. Oh, okay.
It's still liberated, but they still use hideouts.
Huh, interesting.
Okay.
They're naturally very shifty.
Yeah, as they are.
Yeah, so
How do I find them?
I'll let you make an investigation check with advantage.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, well, good. It's good. It's
You
good.
don't find it right away.
Mhm.
You're pretty sure you don't know where it. You weren't able to find it right away. In fact, you weren't even sure you were able to find it at all until you actually found some helpful crows, and you turned it to your raven form, and were able to get the directions from them.
Okay, cool.
But you did
So
find the Kenku.
Aha, so I found the hideout?
Yep.
Okay.
So another one of those featureless abandoned towers.
All right. So I walk into the tower,
Oh.
and do I see any, like, the leader, I guess?
There's Kenku there. They're just going about their business. They look up, they see you. They're all like, oh hey, hi. And they can't actually speak, but they do making like the
But they may
squawking
not.
sounds, and they're waving, and they do seem happy to see you.
Kind of smile.
They also
as
have plenty of non-magical ravens and crows in there with them. You're guessing that they're taking advantage of their new were-raven abilities to get some friends.
Get some friends. Yeah, that's true. We did technically do that. So Alexander's going to try and converse with them, I guess, and he's basically going to say,
Yep.
I need your help once again.
Yeah.
It would greatly appreciate you helping us in this dire time, unfortunately. We need a way we need to transport a large amount of weapons. Is there any way that you can get us some sacks that we can perhaps fill weapons with, that we could load on to, let's say, a giant reptilian creature?
They're looking at each other. They start talking to each other, and then one of them pulls out a slate and writes on it. It writes on it and holds it up. And it says one word on it it says one word: saddlebags, and it has a question mark after it.
Saddlebags would probably do nicely.
All right. So then they immediately go scattering into the lair, and like 10 minutes later, they come out with a whole bunch of like sacks and a lot of rope. And then they start squawking at each other a bit, and then you watch them. They start cutting the sacks open and then sewing them back together to make even larger sacks.
Nice.
And then they start like attaching them onto rope, very long, thick pieces of rope, like the kind they use to rig ships.
Oh,
And like it takes about an hour or so for them to finish. But with all of them working together, they're able to finish a set of enormous saddlebags that could be like strapped onto the dragon.
all right, perfect. Can I carry them by myself? Am I strong enough to do that? or am I gonna need help?
Yeah, you're strong. It's not a matter of that you being strong enough. This is very big and bulky.
Oh.
You can drag it certainly easily without problem,
Okay.
but it's big. You're not going to be able to carry it effectively. It's like trying to carry an oversized beanbag chair.
Yeah, exactly. So, but Alexander's one. I guess Alexander. This is what. Oh no, we lost Vero.
What? Oh no, he's just
Vero,
lost
this-
on roll 20.
No, roll 20 just disconnected.
We can still talk. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
just continue.
Can't
So
roll when I-
yeah. So Alexander just kind of he picks up the sacks and he kind of goes, "Ugh," and he gets like a meter like forward and realize how heavy they all are. He
No,
looks
it's not that they're heavy. Like I said, it's they're very just bulky. So you try to pick it up and it just like falls over you.
It's just way too big to hold. Basically.
It's just too like big and floppy. You have to drag it along.
Yeah.
and he starts dragging it like a little bit, and then he looks at it and he kind of goes, turns around, and he
What
kind of looks
happens
at
is
the
like
Kenku.
when they realize that some of the Kenku run forward, they immediately they get underneath and they pick it up and they hold it over their heads.
All right, and with that, Alexander says thank you, and don't tell Sylvana that this ever happened.
They're just odd.
All right, so
when
then
you
I
get back,
slowly
Sylvana's
make
still
my.
inside.
I just slowly make my way back.
As you go back to the. As you go back, Sylvana's still inside. She's still here, so she doesn't see
Yeah,
the side of Alexander
I'm
walking
still
in,
eating.
basically leading a bunch of Kenku carrying this sack over their heads.
I extend my food. Now I'm on to the cakes. So I extend the cake to the Kenku's like, cakes? Any takers?
Yeah, the Kenku come in. Yeah, the Kenku go in to try to get some try to see if they can get food. Because they feel they are owed at least that much.
Yeah, definitely.
So they come in, you see the Kenku wander in, you give
So
them the
they
cake,
just drop
and then they go
all
back.
the bags on the floor. I imagine.
No, they dropped it in the courtyard.
Okay.
They left their bags outside.
Okay.
So they went in there, got their cake,
Okay.
and then
Nice.
what happens is then like Sergis comes out. He says he comes out. He sees the Kenku with the sacks. And he's just completely unconcerned by this.
Mm-hmm.
He's like not surprised at all
Ooh.
when he sees what they brought. So he just turns back into his gold dragon form, and he lays down to let the Kenku attach the saddlebags onto him. So when Sylvana and Viral are finally ready and they come out, they see that the saddlebags have already been attached, and Alexander and the Kenku are starting to load the weapons in.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I helped load the weapons.
Same.
Yeah. Ahsoka is also going to do the same.
Ooh.
Is your shield guardian going to help or no?
Yeah, definitely. So when I say I help, I also mean Shield Guardian helps. So, yep.
All right. Okay, once it's done, the Kenku run back inside the temple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't know what they're going to do.
Oh, this will be fun. They're gonna rob all the food.
Sergis.
All the food's gonna be gone. All the food's gonna be gone.
Sergis is going to say, he's going to put down one of his wings like a ramp or a ladder. He's going to say, "Climb on board, but the shield guardian isn't going to be able to ride. I'll have to carry him in my claws."
Okay. Before we go, I'm gonna grab all the food I can get and put it into the bag of holding. The food I like.
All right, you did that.
Pizza, burgers, just anything on the table, just put it in. Yes.
Yeah.
Extra food. Yes.
Well, Alexander just looks at Viral. Well, at least she'll be well fed. And he just takes a sip
Don't
of
come
water
begging
from his
for
flask.
food when you need some.
And I just go, "Ha!
Dragon
I've got
shrugs and
jerky."
says-
And I just show him the jerky that I've been carrying for months.
Dragon
Which
says-
you never put in the bag of holding, which means it's sour because it's under your
Salt
leather.
jerky can keep for months. There's a reason that
know.
it was used for ships.
But
It's used as
it's
food
not
for
well
ships.
kept jerky. So bacteria's
It just tastes more like shoe leather.
Yeah. It
Actually.
tastes like garbage, but it's my garbage. And I just take a big chunk out of the jerky.
I just
Yeah. Sergis is
like,
like,
wave my
salt jerky.
hands in front of my nose is like, ugh, the smell. I guess it smells
And
like rotten
I
egg.
just slowly just climb on the dragon. All right.
Nice.
I'm probably already on
Yeah.
top of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah,
just,
actually,
you
everyone's-
just do like a leap up top, Viral.
Yeah.
Maybe flip on top.
If you want to leap, make an
Oh yes, yes.
make
Yes.
a check. Let's see, make an athletics check.
Yes.
Yes.
let's do it.
As the
Well, acrobatics. Shouldn't it be acrobatics?
To jump.
No, athletics.
No, just if it's
Oh, athletics.
Yeah, it's
Jumping. Yeah,
height,
you're right.
because-
You're right.
yeah.
straight up jump.
It's height.
If you want to, if you nice. If you want to make it flashy, make an acrobatics check.
All right.
Woo!
There you go.
Channel the
Flashy.
inner strength when you practice your jumping on the wall. Basically, just channel that.
Channel his inner rogue.
I
He
still
just like
remember.
jumps up, just flips, and he lands on the dragon's back. And you see Visoka just smiling and clapping.
I prestidigitate my
All right,
hand
that's-
first, and then I turn into hyper form and flies. Yay!
All right.
Yeah,
as the
I
dragon
just
gathers
realized.
up the shield
I just realized. Yeah, just because I know the dragon's holding a lot of stuff, I'm gonna turn in my hybrid form
Yeah.
as well. I'm just gonna fly along.
All right. Yep. As the dragon is gathering up the shield guard, and you hear shouting from inside,
Oh,
and you see the Kenku come running out, holding platters of food over their heads,
oh my
and they're
god!
being chased by an lever wielding chef.
Yeah.
Well,
It's back
That's
here,
okay.
you
That-
filthy raven thieves!
Yeah.
You get back here right now and bring back the food.
Yeah.
I love
Alexander
the
sees
accent.
Alexander sees this and go, and I think it's time for us to go. Yeah, it's time for us to
That's
go.
our
Okay,
cue.
let's go.
That's our cue. Let's do
Yeah, dragon's just like, yeah, we're out of here.
it.
And just like with a powerful leap, he like jumps above the cathedral, like higher than the spires of the cathedral before just flapping with his massive wings.
Holy shit!
And in like 3 beats, he's just reached a height that would have taken you at least 5 minutes in hybrid form to reach.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Can I use my claws try to grab onto his wings?
Not
Wouldn't that
his
just
way.
send
He
him
will not-
careening down, Savannah?
He's got horn. He's got he's got frills on the back on his neck.
Yeah. Just try
Instead
to
of his neck,
grab
or
hold onto
he's
one
got horns
spot.
on his head. You can grab those.
Yeah. I'm in hyperform. I'm just gonna use my foot because as I turn the hybrid, they change
Yeah.
into claws. So I try to grab onto that.
Okay, okay.
All right. I guess then you run around barefoot then. This is
Let's
one runs
see.
around
That
barefoot,
doesn't-
or she took her boots off.
No, because I thought oh wait, the magic item doesn't.
Hmm.
That's
have
a
magic
fair
boots?
question. Does it also shift within form because it's
Do you have-
magical? I have the boots. Of
You have magic boots.
Yeah.
Then yes,
Okay.
if it's magical, it will shift to alter to the form of its wielder.
Okay, so you see
Oh.
a leather strap onto the claw foot, and I just
Yeah. Yeah.
hold tight onto the horn. Yes.
Like a
Like-
bird
Yeah,
sandal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is, and Sergis is as good as his word. He,
Yeah.
like, within a day, by the time the first day is over, he's already traveled a distance that would have taken you like 2 weeks on the wing.
This
Or
is
longer
fast.
on foot.
Yeah, you can see me like feather being blown away, like almost like all the head is just blown back. It's like this is so
Yeah.
fun.
Alexander realizes that he's not going to be able to keep pace, so he just shyly just kind of makes his way back onto the back. Holds on.
The second day, the dragon lands because at the end of the second day he lands. He said he's not going to be able to go on like that forever.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
So he does land. He's going to land to give you guys like an hour's break to stretch your legs to
Okay.
get the seasickness out
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
all of that.
Do I need
The
to
sky
roll for
sickness.
sickness?
No,
No.
no. You probably know like if you've been on like on something that's moving, like standing around on something that's moving, like a floating ship for a long period of time,
Mhm.
and then you get off onto like dry land, like you feel like the land is moving underneath you.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
that's what happens. That's what you're feeling. Like you get out there, you're like, whoa, why do I still feel like I'm flying?
It's floaty the floor. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Alexander walks over to next to a tree, and does he puke?
No, he does not. He's able to control himself.
There's a moment where he goes, "Oh God!"
It's reaching the throat.
Yep.
And it's back. That's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm good. How about you, Viral? Are you all right?
Maybe I'll just do a couple jogs so I get used to land
Nope.
again.
After
This
a
is
few steps,
Savannah's puking.
I puked like hell.
Yeah, it's
Oh wait, Constitution. Yeah, there. Wait.
Yes, all over the floor. Wait,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
Constitution.
yeah.
barely affected.
Hold on.
That must
is
be
it
his whole
con
rogue
save?
thing.
Uh,
Constitution, yeah.
I think I'm doing just con. Yeah, because my
Well,
Yeah, that's
it's
just a
a
Constitution.
Constitution save. It would be a
yeah,
Constitution
I
save.
did con.
Yeah.
So nope, still puking.
You did even
I was like,
worse.
Nope. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think I'm fine. Oh.
yeah, yeah. As you do, like the dragon is just using the tip of one of its claws just to pat you on the back, very gently.
Just
like,
let it out.
There,
Just
just let it out. Don't fight it.
This is what you get for eating too much food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Alexander has the biggest smile on his face at the moment as he sees that happening.
Yeah, soul jerky doesn't do that to you.
But they taste.
And I just stand in front. I start eating the jerky in front of Silvana. And just, oh, it's so, it's
I
so
puke a
good.
little
It's
even
so
more.
good.
I puke even more.
Bill's just jogging in place beside Alexander.
Just kind of shake it
Dragon.
off,
Yeah.
shake it off.
Yep.
Circus lumbers off into the forest, lumbers off into the nearby forest for a moment, and then he comes back with a dead deer in his mouth, with a couple dead deer in his mouth.
Okay.
I guess we can
And
cook
he
that.
He says,
I guess I'm done.
he
puking.
says, he looks at you and says, "You didn't bring your own food. This is my dinner."
Oh, okay, no, and I just say,
Oh.
oh, sorry, my mistake,
The
and I just
blood.
continue to eat my jerky,
Yeah.
The blood. So yeah.
Eat the normal rations
blood.
I have.
And he actually eats the deer whole, like antlers and
Raw.
everything.
Basically.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
raw. Because he is a dragon after all.
yeah, absolutely.
After I'm puking for 5 more minutes, I think I have nothing left in my
Nothing
stomach.
left.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, my
Okay.
tummy is empty. I've got.
Nope. Nothing.
It's.
Yeah.
Have you seen? I was gonna say, have you seen Team America: World Police?
Oh God, yeah.
Do you remember the endless puking scene?
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's
God.
Savannah.
Like
yeah.
you
That's
found
pretty
it.
much Savannah.
Just pukes.
All right, I can live with that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
By the minute
Alexander,
I'm done, I'm like, all right, I
Yeah.
need to find a water.
yeah,
Do
I
we
actually
see
do.
any
I
water?
will. Is there a stream nearby that we can find?
Yeah,
Like-
there's a brook nearby.
Okay.
You can
I'll
wash your
go there.
face,
Yeah.
drink it, whatever.
Yeah. I just do
Yeah.
that. Just like.
I fill up my flask.
Yeah. I
Alright.
kind of wash my hair a little, the tip because.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pukes.
Everywhere.
Yeah,
It's a
everywhere.
mess.
Just,
All right. So once you guys are done with the river, the dragon
Mhm.
comes over. He just lays down and puts his mouth so that the river's flowing directly into his mouth.
Okay. That's one way to clean stuff.
It's almost like a water fountain for him.
I do prestidigitate a little bit on his some of the blind spot on between his teeth. It's like some part is like really bad.
So you floss?
Yeah. Have you ever considered someone to take a look at your teeth? It just asked the dragon if he has a dentist.
So, he says, I have an appointment in a month.
Yeah. I'm sure you do. This Alexander fills up a flask and walks away.
Savannah, make a perception.
Okay.
No.
It
And then
starts
the arrow
off as
gonna like
such a-
fly.
Yeah. Oh no. I
No,
didn't see
you
anything.
don't notice anything.
Yeah.
All right. So after a quick rest, you climb back onto the dragon and he starts flying again.
Okay.
He lands after another 2 days of
Mhm.
flights, and it's a lot easier. You're used to it. You're a little more used to it now. You don't need to make Constitution saves to avoid puking your guts up.
Okay.
You're a little more used to the motion now,
Just a little bit more.
as well as to sleeping, standing up.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Just 1 foot.
Yeah, the dragon's actually Circus is actually gonna is gonna sleep for about 8 hours. So
Okay.
If you guys
During
want to
the
do it, if there's
rest time. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
as I said, if there's anything you guys wanted to do.
Oh, I'm reading just what I want to craft later on. Just
You're already blueprinting. You
Yeah,
got
I
a
know.
notebook blueprinting your next
Yeah.
project.
Fear of annihilation.
probably not that
that sounds
advanced,
simple.
but I will love another book of clay golem.
Sword of Kaz.
Yes.
Acts of dwarven kind.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound
Yeah.
so hard. I could craft one of
I
those.
could craft that.
Yeah.
I guess Alexander is just going through his notes, just kind of reading his book of prayer and trying to, kind of. It's sort of. This is more of a like calming ritual for him because he is.
Yeah.
He. I guess the other two could probably notice he is a little bit nervous about when they return to Barovia, because he knows that he's going to have to face Flynn, and there's no more running from that problem anymore.
Yeah.
Well, Sylvana
On the other
believes
hand,
that
it's
part of
unbelievable.
it has
one way or
something
another,
to do with, Neville.
Yeah, she's just happy
Praying
Neville's gone.
for forgiveness, basically.
Yeah. Rio's is going to be practicing his sword swings, but instead of just using one sword, he tries using two.
Ooh, 2 weapon fighting.
2 rapiers at once.
Yeah. I have all my magic items I'm attuned to are swords.
Yeah.
Rapiers, to be precise. Rapier.
Rapier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just
Well, technically not the sun sword.
Oh.
Sunsword's technically not a rapier; it's more of like a short sword,
Yeah.
if I'm correct.
Well,
Yeah.
long sword or short sword?
Or long sword or short sword.
I think it's a long sword.
Long sword, but it can be used by people who use short swords.
Yeah, true.
Oh, okay, gotcha. They kind of just turn around. I see Viral kind of just doing it. Are you just using like the rapier, just the 2 rapiers, like out of? I'll get it one day. Out of Vitor.
Autoviator.
Autoviator.
Yes.
Out of Viator.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would
Those
probably
French
be the luck
names.
blade.
The luck blade. Yeah.
Yeah, luck blade.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, although without its ability to wish, it's kind of useless.
Still, it's a +1, right? Magic weapon. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's powerful.
So good.
Yeah. But it also gives him, like, I think, advantage on some saves.
Yeah. I think it functions like the luck stone, right? Just a few more abilities, I believe.
A little bit points, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to check.
I think it gives me +1 to certain stuff. Let me check.
Yeah.
Oh, you also have the luck stone on you, Alex.
No,
I
I
don't
have.
have it.
I have the luck stone.
Yeah,
I'm holding on to
I
it.
mean,
It's
Alex,
not
I was talking about you.
Yeah, I haven't. Well, no, I don't. I'm not attuned to it.
Yeah, I know.
It's just a stone. It's in my pocket at the moment.
Maybe it's a good time. Saving throws and stuff.
I have a freaking
by the way,
cloak that summons angels. I think I'm good.
Okay, that's true. You do. Also, two things. First, remember, you guys can't be attuned to more than 3 magic items at a time.
Yep.
You can carry multiple magic items on you. If the item does not require attunement, then it doesn't count against that limit.
Yep.
But you can only have 3 items attuned to you at a given time.
Yep.
Correct.
Also, I would like a perception check out of each of you.
Ooh, all right.
Perception check. Please do
Perception.
better.
Natural 20 because of advantage.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, you guys hear the clanking of chains, and Alexander notices that slogging up the mountain are a group of people wrapped in chains, like almost like mummified in them.
Okay, with my eyes of eagle, I can zoom
There's
in
4
from
of
great
them.
distance, so I should be able to tell
right, yeah.
who these people are. Yeah.
What do
Zoom
they
in.
look
Do you
like?
believe that these are chain devils?
What the fuck?
Ooh. Oh,
There's 4 of them.
yeah. I
Yeah.
love chain devils. They're so freaking cool.
Yeah.
There's 4 of them trundling up the hill right now.
Why?
Your dragon is currently fast asleep.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna stealth.
I'm gonna wake up
try to-
Sergey. I'm gonna wake up Sergey.
Yeah.
Can I wake him up? Do I just pat him on the back?
Yeah, you tap. You like tap him, or you tickle him or something. And he just like, what? What is this? What's going on?
I
I need
say
my
something.
sleep.
Sergey, listen to me. I see something in the distance, and I think it seems like several chain devils up ahead. This is odd even for me.
He just growls and he stands up and says, I need my sleep.
All
They
right.
better have a very good reason.
Whoops.
Well, we're gonna find out. And because where are we technically at the moment?
Technically, you're in mountains.
Oh. Is there a
There's some mountains
forest
you just
nearby? Are they trees?
Oh, there's a forest. Yeah, you're in like a clearing on a mountain slope. Like a little above you is where the tree line is, so it's kind of cold.
Okay.
But you're dressed warmly. You dressed for the altitude.
Okay. Alexander
as you
wants
guys-
to. Yeah, I want to see if I can find them if I can.
Yeah, they're coming up. You can just hear them, and Alexander can see them tromping up the hill.
Do they aim for us?
Savannah, yeah, they're making a beeline for you.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, Savannah, make an insight check, Savannah.
Okay. Yes.
You think they're here for you?
Freck.
Shit.
Yeah.
I
so
tell
can-
that to
can
the
I
others.
stealth?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You
go
can tell
for
them
it.
if you want.
I was like, guys,
like, oh, yeah.
I think they're aiming for me. Oh, that's stupid.
Vero just
Yeah,
disappears.
just
out of
disappear out of thin
existence.
air.
Yeah.
I'm going invisible. And disappear.
Predator style.
Yeah, I turn around. Vero, you may want to.
It's like it's like Batman.
It's like
Yeah.
Batman. I turn around to tell Vero to stealth, and he's already
Yeah,
gone.
it's gone.
I'm like, never mind then.
Yeah.
And I just I pull out my wheel at the ready.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. The dragon, he's just gonna just stand up and just glare down at the chain devils. The chain devils, they come up, they do like this double take when they just come out of the trees into the clearing. They see this enormous gold dragon that they apparently weren't aware that you had.
Nice.
So they look at that they look at Alexander, and then one of them says, "We are not here to fight thee. We have come for her." And he points at Savannah.
What do you want?
Mm-hmm.
I just being
Our
planned and
Lord.
rude. Yeah. What?
Yeah. Our Lord Mephistopheles would like to speak with thee.
Now?
Yesterday, actually, but now would be good.
Here?
Not here, no.
Oh, shite.
In his throne room.
Shite. Okay, message delivered. I'll find myself the way to...
We've come to take you there.
Alexander looks very tense at the moment, and he looks at Sylvana and goes, "I don't think that's a good idea."
I know. You think I'm dumb?
The dragon leans in, looking closely, sticks his head past you guys, looks closely at the devils, and just says, "How about no?"
What
And he
said?
exhales this white
Yeah, he
mist.
exhales. Yep,
on the
okay.
devils.
Charging in where it's no more talking.
Yeah.
No, before he does that, you don't charge it, he puts his massive forepaw in front of you as he exhales, and these devils have strength saves to make.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, that's basically they will not succeed
Nice.
unless
Yeah.
they are very, very lucky.
I like to think
Yeah,
Vero's
none of them
just at their flank.
succeed.
Nice.
And
None of
then,
them
like,
succeed as Durgus hits them with his weakening breath.
Ooh.
So now they have disadvantage on strength-based attack rolls, strength checks, and strength saves for 1 minute.
What the
Okay.
frick?
And I would like you guys to roll for initiative.
All right.
I'm still technically. Did they know I'm there?
Yeah, technically they wouldn't unless
Yeah.
they make a perception check.
Unless. And it should be higher than your crazy stealth.
All right.
15,
Not
not bad.
Hang on. All right, so to make things simple, Vasoko will act on Viral's turn, and Sylvana controls the Guardian on her turn.
Yes.
All right, so let's see what our dragon's gonna do.
Come on. Roll high.
Well, his dexterity isn't that great anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what our devil friends have for their initiative. Devil's doing a little better.
Whoops.
All right.
Wow, so many 15s. Damn.
Yeah. Well, today's the 15th. So.
And my
all right.
Oh, wait, don't mind that.
Hold on. I was going to say,
Okay.
Alexander, what is your dexterity score?
16.
Me too.
16. All right, Sylvana, what is your dexterity score?
Same. 16.
All right, then that means you two will act before the chain devils.
Yes.
And then you guys figure out between yourselves who wants to go first.
Alex, you can go first. It's fine.
Okay, cool. I'll do that. All right. Do I get to charge in?
Oh yeah, now you charge.
Ooh.
Okay. I see the breath and I go, thank you, Sergey. That was probably a good decision. And I just go charging in with my wheel.
Nice.
All right. Whoever's the closest nearby.
Yep. You have your pick.
Nice.
All right, that's a hit.
Slam.
All right. And let's dump a smite for funsies.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, this is probably going to be your only fight for the day.
For the day anyway. All right.
Yeah,
So that's
so
going to
you
be
might as well
15,
head
6, 16 on top of that.
Okay.
Second attack with the wheel is a 21.
Nice.
That's
Is that
another hit.
Cool.
Yep.
And I'll dump another smite. Why not?
Nice.
Nice.
Oh wow, yeah, those
That's
two
fancy.
hits, you just like crash. And he is still kicking, but he is not looking happy. He's not looking good. Like he is got chunks of him missing right now from those
Nice.
explosive smites.
Nice.
And I'm gonna stand in front of him in like a defensive position so that if they try and run past me, bad things will happen.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
All right, so
and that's my
up.
turn. That's my
All
turn.
right. Then it'll be my turn. First, they are in disadvantage of strength, right? I'm gonna
That's correct.
dump a little bit more onto them by adding the hex onto one of them. This time
Alright.
it will be.
Which one? One Alexander hit or no?
No, the other guy. This will be Dex.
One of the other three. Okay.
Yes, and I'm
Okay.
gonna gibbity boom, fireball. It's been a long time since I
Okay.
did fireball. I'm just gonna blast them to their. Oh, actually, circle of death. Will that be? No, fireball.
All right.
Fireball. Dump.
Fireball's tried and
Yeah.
true. Wrong.
Strike
Fireball.
true.
Yeah.
Just fireball.
All right. So 38 plus 15 damage.
Yep.
Dexterity save is 19.
And roll a d6. Roll 1d6. I'm gonna push my limits by
All right.
reducing my health, using my feature to do extra damage onto them.
All right.
Don't mind that. I'm trying to fix some stuff. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
All right. No problem. All right. So you blow up. If your fireball zooms forward, it explodes.
Okay.
But you notice that aside from the one you hexed, and the guy you hexed only took the necrotic damage from the hex.
Really?
Like they are completely unscratched by the fireball.
They're
Okay.
immune to fire. Okay, good to know.
Yeah,
Oh, actually-
Sergus looks at Savannah and he says, "Fire on devils."
No.
Really?
Actually, my spell normally deals elemental damage that can now deal fire damage. Additionally, any spell that deals fire damage increase, and use any spell that deals fire damage. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought their penetration on the spell.
No, I don't. I don't
no,
think
it doesn't. It doesn't. Sorry, my
so.
bad. My
Then,
bad.
you still got the necrotic, so there's that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna push my limit, like I said before, because I already said it. To do, I'm gonna take 14 points of hit point damage, and I'm gonna do 4d6. Roll another 4d6 plus 2d4. plus 2d4.
They're only going to take the next 7
Yeah,
product
so
damage.
the 7 points of damage. Yeah, because I already said it. So yeah, I'm gonna take 14 damage on myself.
All right.
That hurts.
But yeah, they're otherwise completely unaffected by it.
Okay.
Although the one that Alexander hit is dead.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh right.
So there's only 3 left, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Good to know.
Well, that ends my turn, but Shield Guardian is gonna pummel the guy that was hexed. And
Okay.
swing, bada bada, swing.
Ooh.
That's a crit.
Nice.
That second one does not hit.
Okay, it's fine. So 15 plus 3, it's 18.
All right, so nice. Got it.
Nice.
Okay.
That's it.
So next up is the Chain Devils, and they are. One of them's going to look at the other two, and he's just, the wounded one, the one who's hexed, is going to get up in Alexander's face. As he does, he turns to his friends. And he tells them. He says, "Get Savannah," and he's going to make his. He's going to make his attack on Alexander. What is Alexander's AC?
20 at the moment.
All right, and he has disadvantage on this attack. All right, his first attack misses with a 10.
Okay. Cool.
His second attack hits. Even with disadvantage, he managed to get a 21.
Ooh.
Dang it.
Dang it.
So he is going to start slashing you with this. You take 11 points of slashing damage from
Okay.
his magic chains.
Not bad.
And you have been, and the spike chains just wrap around you, grappling you.
Oh
Shit, I don't even get a save on that, do I?
No, you have to use an action on your next turn to end. While you're grappled, you are restrained, and you take a total of 7 piercing damage at the start of each of your turns.
Good to know.
Chain Devils. Fuck.
Yep. The other two are going to move to the side. So they can get around you.
Shit,
they're
I can't
going-
do
they're
that
going to-
Sentinel. Damn it.
Yeah, they're going to hurl their chains at Savannah,
Whoops.
and you notice the chains just start unraveling off of them, to extending the reach of their chains very unnaturally.
Whoops.
All right, and then they have disadvantage on this. So Savannah, ooh, what did your AC?
19. Oh no, actually, yeah. Shield Guardian with by my side, 21. Why is it? Huh.
All right, this one hits with a 23, and you are very fortunate that he has disadvantage because his first one was a crit.
Okay.
Oh,
But it still
God.
hits. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm not.
You take 11 slashing damage, and you are grappled by the first one,
Okay.
and then he's going to attack a second time his chains to try to hit you,
Okay.
and he misses. All right, second one is going to attack Savannah twice.
Whoops.
All right, let's see. First attack is a hit. Your AC is, I'm sorry, 20,
Yeah,
you said?
because 21. Because Shield
21.
Guardian is by my side.
21. All right, then. He misses with this first attack. The shield guard... It would have hit you, but the shield guardian reaches in and just smacks the chain aside. So the second chain at you. And he misses again as the shield guardian slaps the chains aside, but you are still grappled by one of them. All right, Viral.
All right. Clarification for using 2 swords. Since I'm not proficient in doing dual wielding, that means the second, my offhand sword doesn't have proficiency bonus, right?
Your offhand does
I
not.
think so.
No, I believe it means you don't add your modifier to the damage roll.
Yeah, that's how it works. It's like
Also,
you
you
still
can't-
you add your proficiency and your modifiers to hit, but when you roll the damage for your offhand weapon, it's just like basic damage, no modifiers in dex or proficiency or whatever.
Ah.
All right. Also, as you face down this one of these chain devils, he actually reaches up and he pulls the chain mask down from over his face, and I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Viral.
Oh no. Okay, wisdom saving throw.
You have
Wisdom saving
plus
throw.
you have +3 if you're near me.
I'm hiding. Okay, wait. I'll use luck.
Luck.
+3.
+3.
Luckus. Alright, no. Barely failed the save. So as you do, like, one of them pulls it down. He pulls his mask down and says, I know you're here, Viral. And as he pulls it down, you see, like, his face change until it looks like Robin's face.
Oh, Christ.
And you hear Robin's voice say, You really wouldn't hurt me, would you, big brother?
Oh god.
Viral, you are now frightened.
That means I have to run away, right?
Oh, you can't move closer to them. You can certainly keep your position, hold your position if you want. And if you attack them, you'll have disadvantage. It's yellow on the fear.
Is this only
You're
for
frightened
one devil?
until the end of your
chain-
turn.
Alright. Is this only for one chain devil though, or can I still?
This is one,
So I can
This is
attack the other
one.
chain devils then.
if you want to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's not the one that's scaring you, essentially.
Like I was
Yeah, the
about
one
to go,
that's grappling Sylvana is the one that scared you.
I was about to go for that, and then that happens. Like he can't just do it, so he rushes for the one that's attacking Alexander.
Alrighty.
Alright. Yeah. So then I'm currently dual wielding, and I don't think the damage is gonna be much. So I'll try something though.
Ooh.
Alright, out of the outdoor hits.
Does that hit?
Yeah, it hits.
Artifact weapon hits.
All right. Can I sneak attack with
14
this?
piercing. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
I believe you always apply sneak attack damage is one of its properties.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna do smite. And then I'm gonna attack with my sun sword in
Nice.
the other hand.
Maybe.
Does that hit?
Maybe.
That barely hits. Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
wow. Good to know.
Don't apply
Alright,
the
so you-
+5 if it doesn't count.
Alright,
So,
what happens is, like,
total?
Alexander, you're grappled by this chain devil, and then, like, you see, like, Viral's sword just sprout from its chest.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
And then the chains fall off of you, and then as Viral pulls its sword out, it collapses and dissolves into black, devilish ichor.
Ooh.
Nice.
Alright, up next is Sergus. And the devil, one of the devils, the one who was not grappling Sylvana, is going to try to frighten him. He's got to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is he gonna scare a dragon? Oh god.
He tried to. Sergus is just going to say, It is a very bad idea to intimidate a dragon.
Hell yeah.
True.
Alright, first thing he is going to do, he is going to use his multi-attack.
What?
What that means is that every creature of his choice must make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened for 1 minute.
Nice. Oh.
And
that
these
means
creatures
us?
are not immune to... No, it's of his choice. He's choosing only the devils.
Cool.
So these devils are not immune to being afraid. Okay. So... Yeah, they are now frightened of him.
Good.
It's like that horrible, that roar of anger he gave frightened them. And now Sergus is going to charge in and start attacking the one grappling Sylvana. It's a hit. And then he hits him with his bite. He hits him. Yes, minus bite. Then, again, with both of his claws.
Holy.
And then one last hit with his tail.
What the?
And what happens is, like, he goes in, like, you see him just, like, bite down and rip the devil's arm off with his mouth, slash twice with his claws, and then turn and slap the devil with his tail, snapping the chain that's holding you, Sylvana, so that it falls off, and the devil goes flying.
Home run! I was like, yes. It flies so high up in the air.
Yeah, and then he lands with this loud. He lands on a rock, apparently. All right, Alexander, it is your turn. The last devil is going to face you.
Okay, here we go.
You need to make a wisdom saving throw as it removes its chain mask.
Whoops.
Okay.
Ooh.
25.
Yeah, it
Nice.
reveals the horrible grin of Flynn. Reveals Flynn's horrible smile. But rather than frighten you, it fills you with resolve.
Oh, it fills me with resolve as I beeline towards him.
Yep. All right.
Nice.
That's a hit.
Smite
6,
once,
okay.
Smite once again.
Smite him again. Nice.
And second attack. Oh, wow, that barely hits.
That's barely a hit.
And last spell slot for level 1. Smite once again.
Nice.
All right. All right. How would you like to smack him down?
I almost want like him to like shoot like the chains to defend himself on the wheel, and they kind of stick in. And since they're part of the chain devil's body, I just want to start spinning the wheel and just slowly like dragging him apart with momentum.
Nice.
No, yeah, you grab it, you just start spinning it over your head, and then you hear like the devil's like, whoa, 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 whoa. And then like, you hear this like sound, and you see the devil's lower half go flying off into the trees. And then when you stop, like the devil's upper half it just flops onto the ground, and then it too dissolves into ichor, and the chains dissolve along with them as well. You notice.
Interesting.
It's very odd.
I don't like the way the DM just said that.
It's very odd. It's very
Nah, you're guessing it's probably because like the chains are a part of these creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Okay. Alexander takes a breather.
But yeah, you won.
Okay.
You won. There's no more left.
Yeah. Finally.
So?
Let's go back to sleep.
Yeah. So it's just like it's like they better not come again. And he just lies down.
Nah, it's fine. They won't. I just find a better spot to lie down. Yeah.
I just walk over. Are you okay, Vero? Because you looked a bit shaken.
Yeah. Viral, like from what he saw, he's very shaken. Then he just tries to snap out of it. He just yeah. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Just walks away.
trying to snap out of it. Like Rusoka just hugs him from behind.
Aww.
Oh, that's nice.
I put my hand on his shoulder and I use cleansing touch.
All right.
That should cure him of his frightened state.
Ooh.
All right. That does. He is no longer frightened.
Alright. And I look at Vero and I'm like, well, I know she's happy to see you, and I'm glad to see that you're doing better. I'm gonna take first watch because I think now more than ever, Sylvana's gonna be hunted down by God knows what else.
Yeah, I'll take second. I'll take the second one. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I just set up.
Third watch?
I guess you can take third watch if you
All
want.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
So, anything happened in first watch?
Nothing happens that night.
Thank
Oh, okay.
God.
The entire night? Ah, that's fine. That's
The entire night, aside from the little thing with the devils,
Okay.
that's about it.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
All right. So when you wake up the next morning,
Mhm.
you wake up a little cold, but you know what? The dragon just quickly lights a fire, a nice large bonfire with its fire breath,
Yeah.
and you warm up very fast.
Oh, I cast prestidigitation on everyone, both cleaning them up as well as keeping them warm. It lasts for
I
an
just
hour,
got-
so
Alright.
yeah.
I thanks, Ivana.
Yep.
Thank God you're here.
Thanks.
And I just start stretching as the sun begins to rise.
Wait, did you sleep with your armor? That's not a good sign.
I always sleep in my armor, for the most part, I
Oh.
think.
Unless you're Silverthorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Unless I'm in Silverthorn and I feel relatively safe.
True.
All right.
So.
So is there anything you guys are planning to do before you leave?
Eating breakfast, of course. I'm eating the stuff I took from Silverthorn.
From Silverthorn.
Yes. Yes, just start eating.
All right. In that case, I would like you guys to make each of you just to make a quick perception check, just to notice if anything else is out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Oh god.
Okay.
20.
Nice.
All right. Sylvana noticed something where the bottom half. Sylvana and Alexander noticed something where the bottom half of the Chain Devil landed the other day.
What happened?
Can I go and
when
take
you go to pick it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
go investigate.
it's a bag. It's just a small little bag. When you open it up, inside there is a small ruby.
Huh.
And when you look at the ruby, you see that there's it's almost you mistake it for a star ruby, which is basically a gem a ruby that has a little star-shaped coloration on the inside. Except when you squint more closely, you notice that this one has almost like an eye shape on the inside.
Frick. No.
Make an Arcana check.
Yeah. Can I tell if it's the same gem that would pull out all the shenanigans last time?
Make an Arcana check.
Nah.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Kill it like the rest.
Okay.
Kill it like the rest.
All
Does
right.
Alexander recognize that that's the gem?
I'll let you make an Arcana check.
Okie dokie.
You think that this is not a magical gem. In any sense, this is not a gem monster that you faced back at your pet castle. This is not something that's been left behind to spy on you. You think that this is like some kind of a ruby that grows in the Nine Hells.
Maybe we
It's
should
probably
blow it up.
worth a lot of money.
Maybe we should
sorry?
blow it up. No, it's
I was
just
gonna say,
Sylvana
it's-
talking. It's like, it's the
Alexander-
gem monster.
You think
Yeah.
that would probably be worth a lot of money to the right collector. Or it would look great somewhere decorating your castle somewhere.
That's true.
You're not
But
sure.
I don't know if Alexander would want a fiendish gem, regardless of origin. So Alexander will pick it up and he will hand it to me.
No, it's a gem monster. I'm still hard on believe that's the monster, and I stop him by using Mage Hand to slap it off his hand. So it's like,
I make a
Arcana
dexterity
check
save.
versus Alexander's dexterity save.
come on.
8. Yeah, that's not gonna be hard to beat.
No.
Oh God! Do
Nope,
we just
and
both fumble?
What's your intelligence score, Sylvana?
Plus 1,
What's your
so
intelligence?
it's 13. Oh, sorry, 10. Just 10. No plus. Nothing.
All right, 10. Alexander, what's your dexterity score?
16.
Dexterity score 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't slap it out. You're like trying to slap it out. Alexander's just moving his hands like, this would probably look good in the castle. Maybe we could use it to decorate something.
Wait.
Well, Alexander's more thinking like this is a very powerful, very rare item, but I would not want this in my position, so I'm gonna bring it to Viral and see if he wants it.
Alright, can I roll Arcana to figure out
Go ahead.
what it
this
is?
as well? Alright.
Come on, Vero, you're our last hope. Nope.
No.
Kill it like the rest.
Yes, it's the gem monster.
All
Kill
right.
it.
Your dragon friend is curious about what all the hullabaloo is about. Sargus is gonna have a look.
Okay.
Why are you trying to hand me a gem monster, Alexander?
No, it's
Yeah,
not a
why?
gem monster, you fools.
His next thing he says, "It's not a gem monster. Oh, if you don't want it, I'll happily take it.
What is it?
What is it?
It's a gem, a ruby that grows in the Nine Hells."
How much does it worth?
I mean, we could sell it and maybe.
Sargus shrugs and says, "I don't know. To the right person, it might be worth like maybe 5,000."
Yeah, that's a
I'm
lot of
gonna
money.
take it if it's the last thing I do, and I just try.
I
to
just
grab it.
kind of. I'm not gonna resist. I'll let Sylvana hold on to it if she wants.
I thought
Probably.
you were just gonna
be-
hold it above her.
Yeah.
But I
I'm
thought
just
you were gonna hold it above
drop
her and she'd
it
be
to
like,
the
jump,
back
like,
holding
give me.
it. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
I'm gonna sell it to someone that will hugely enhance our castle defense.
I just look at Viral and I say, "I'll get you something else. I'll get you something else." Sorry.
It's fine. I didn't want that anyway. It didn't look I don't know. Doesn't feel right to have it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yep. All right. So you all hop back onto Sergus, and you continue your flights to Barovia. It's also worth noting that Sylvana, Alexander, and Viral are navigating.
Oh, okay.
Sergus has absolutely no idea where this Barovia is.
Yeah. Well, considering that I know a way there by air because I flew there on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
relatively recently too, so you don't need to make a check. It's still fresh in your mind.
Oh, okay, cool.
By the way, what does the ruby
But,
call? Sorry.
I just actually wrote down just like devilish ruby.
Okay.
Devil ruby. Let's call it a devil ruby.
Devil ruby.
Devil ruby.
Or I don't know, something particularly, fantasy, like hell-grown ruby or something.
Yep.
I don't know.
Okay.
Name it whatever you want.
Devilish ruby.
Yeah.
Okay.
I call it Bob.
Call
Bob
it
the Gem.
Bob the Gem.
Anything that can make it sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's see. Yeah, you guys did fly into a cloud bank, so when you guys do come out of it, so that got you turned around a bit, but Alexander was able to put you back on the right course. So when you do arrive, you arrive from the north.
Ooh.
You see a mountain directly to your right that Alexander recognizes as Mount Baratok,
Ooh.
Ah.
The one we met. Hold on.
near where you met Mordenkainen,
Yeah.
Mordenkainen.
And the rock.
the Mad Mage.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the Rock is on Mount Gacus. He's in the south.
Right.
You
It's
guys
different.
are up around right
Yeah.
here-ish,
Ooh.
give or take a bit.
Nice. Nice.
That's where you guys are. So you guys, as you fly in, you look, you can see it's the sun's starting to go down. Barovia looks absolutely beautiful, especially like with that, like the sun's going down, the colors, and with that, with the storm in the background, it looks amazingly beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You can see Lake Zarovich, you can see Castle Ravenloft, you can see the villages of Valaki, Kresk, and Barovia.
Mm-hmm.
You can see Mount Gacus, you can see the Svalak Woods all over the place. It's beautiful. So as you fly in, Sergus flares out his wings and comes to a stop and starts hovering in midair. He says, "So, where shall we go?"
I look at Sergey and I say, we want to make our way to the city of Kresk. It's probably one of the last fortified locations that we can use. Hopefully we'll be able to arm the people there, and then we can go take care of business.
All right, so all the way over there.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, so he just turns, he starts flying towards the city of Kresk. As he does, he starts passing over the old Svalak Road.
Mm-hmm.
And you look down, you notice that that there's actually, you see like a wagon traveling along it, away from the like it's traveling away from the town of Alaki.
Ooh. Wagon. Does it look like Esmeralda's?
No, it is not. It's not a Vistani wagon. It's an open top wagon, the kind that people like merchants near Silverthorn would use.
Mm-hmm.
Alexander, with your eyes of the eagle, you're able to zoom in. You're able to see that there are a bunch of Ebonhearts on board,
Oh, Christ.
and that they have Were-Raven in hybrid form trapped in a cage.
Shit.
That's our cue. We need to go save this guy.
Alexander wants to save him. Drive-by is
Drive-by
coming.
is coming.
Yeah. Sergus hears that. He's just listening. He says, "If you're so keen on attacking them, why don't you let me handle it with my fire?"
We got hostages down
That's
there?
the problem. That's the problem. I just, if you can set us down
Oops.
and block. Okay, I look at Sergey and I say, if you can set us down in front and block the road, then we can take care of the rest.
All right, so you hear like this. So he just drops down right on the road in front of him, just like completely startling the horses and the mercenaries.
Okay.
But you have to admit, though, the mercenaries are very well trained. They like after that quick moment of shock, they got their weapons out and pointed at the
no
dragon.
surprise round? Huh. I was gonna surprise round and attack them.
They probably noticed the giant freaking gold
flying
From far
over.
away, yeah.
zooming
Yeah, they looked
down.
up there. They were probably, yeah, one of them says, like, "Oi, wait a minute! That's not the zombie dragon!"
Nope.
Okay.
How smart you are.
No, because it's not a zombie, and this one's
How
golden.
perceptive.
You're not a zombie, are you?
While this conversation is happening, a javelin is flying across.
Yeah.
And I
He's
just
not,
hide.
but
it.
you're
Yeah,
about to become one. That's what I said.
Yeah.
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 Nice.
Oh, that's nice. That's awesome.
Alright, everyone.
Alright,
Alright, Skrill has come out hiding amidst the
yeah.
glittering golden scales of the dragon.
Firebolt. Where's my
Alright.
firebolt? Ah, you know what? Fuck it.
It's the firebolt.
Firebolt. Bolt. Oh no, sorry. It streams into 3 different lines. Bolt. Nice. Nice.
Alright.
That's 3 because.
Yep. Alright, Sylvana. Okay, Sylvana. There was about 10 of these guys here. Like 6 of them were just like these normal spear wielding dudes.
Okay.
Yeah, 10. 3 of them are wielding. 2 of them have dual wielding swords. One of them is a guy in full plate armor with a full faced helmet, and he's got this big ass great sword. And the last one is a guy in robes with a staff.
Ooh.
So I'm just gonna assume you guys hit the most obvious ones,
Nice.
which are the dudes
Yeah.
with the spears, and took them all out. Yeah. Meanwhile, and then the guy with the robe stepped out from behind the cage, like, what the heck is going on out there? And then he sees what's going on. And as you guys hop off, guy on the road, he looks at this. Alexander says, "Now hold on, gentlemen, hold on. Let's think this through for a moment. We just found Alexander frickin' Anderson and his friends and their pet lizard, and I have a huge sack on their pet lizard, full of who knows what, but it's probably not good for us."
Abracadabra! No, just.
And
I just wanted to knock him off. Just 'cause-
he's looking at this, he says that, and they're like, even though it's looking at him, they back at you, and he's like, "Now, do you know what this means, boys? This means promotions for everyone."
No, this means you guys are about to die. Can I intimidate them?
You can
Yeah,
certainly
you know-
try.
I'm still hiding, right? They don't know I'm there.
Yeah, they don't know you're up there.
Yeah.
Do I have?
I'm just gonna.
Ooh.
I'm gonna. Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, the wizard. Yeah, what are you gonna say to intimidate them?
I was just say, I just point at
Yeah,
our golden dragon, and I say, "Do you really wish to take on this and us just for a piece of scrap or a few gold coins? Do your math."
He just told the wizard holds up his hands. He says, the wizard looks at the guy in heavy armor and plate armor, and then back at you guys. He says, he holds up his hands. He's like, "No, we're not opposed to negotiation. We are mercenaries after all."
Why do you think you are in?
I'm
any
gonna. I'll walk a lick.
negotiate?
I'm walking closer, and
All right,
I'm
as you
gonna
walk
look-
closer, Alexander, the guy in plate armor hops out and he starts walking towards you.
I'm looking at the guy, the wizard, who's doing the talking, and I said, "Why don't I look at him and say, maybe if you tell us where Flynn is, we might consider it."
He says, "Flynn, he's probably back in his castle."
His castle. Where would that be?
Yeah, that's where we're taking this fella right here. He hits the side of the cage where the were-raven is. It's on the slopes of Mount Garcus. You can't miss it.
Okay.
Can I make an insight check to see if he's bullshitting?
me
or
too.
not?
Go right ahead.
Insight. Ooh,
18.
yes.
Oh.
Yeah, you're pretty sure he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You're pretty sure
Alright.
he's telling the truth.
I
Since
messaged
there's
Alex.
something.
Yeah, he's telling the truth. But squeeze.
Sorry, Vera. What did you say?
let you guys negotiate. You distract them, and I'll free the were-raven. About that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're okay. So
Yeah,
you're trying to just keep the conversation going until you free the were-raven.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep,
I like
I'll
that.
lock it again.
And I'm just gonna go on and say,
yeah.
keep going and just say, this is interesting. Interesting. What about what about the defenses? I'd love to know more.
We're not gonna tell you that.
Oh,
But I'm just-
really?
Look, I'll give you. I have an idea. I'll give you the were-raven, and I'll give you our screaming friend in the armor over there.
Who?
And he points to the guy in the plate armor, who turns to him. He's like, the guy in the plate armor's like, ah.
Hey, Viral, have you gotten to the cage yet?
Am I by the
Viral is
cage?
sneaking around. He's pretty close. He's around in the back, and up close, Viral, without anybody in the way, Viral recognizes the were-raven in the cage as the unconscious form of Crowley.
No,
The
Crowley.
frick? No, Crowley. Frick. Well, I don't know that. Shit.
All right, this makes it okay. I have to free him. Let's go. So am I near the cage already?
Close. So Alexander Silvana have to keep the conversation going a little
Yeah.
more.
Let me take and I walk a little bit closer. Let me take a look at this fellow. I want to see him. Measure him up first. See what he's worth.
All right, as you go over, the guy takes his helmet off.
Okay.
Okay. What does it look like?
And you're just like, it's just got. I'll just put it as a nightmare.
And why again would we want this guy? I talked to the leader. Well,
That's his face.
hold on. I'm assuming danger ahead.
Oh, sweet Jesus, that's horrifying.
Holy
Yes.
frick!
You're guessing that he somehow let Flynn down.
What have you been searching?
some way.
Oh my god! Oh
guessing
my
this guy
fucking
somehow-
god! That's...
There's some nightmare fuel right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're guessing that this guy somehow let Flynn down in some way, because what Flynn did to him. Because you've heard that
yeah.
Flynn sometimes does things like this to people who seriously let him down. He gives them the same exact smile that he got when he was
Yeah.
younger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he
they're in
does it in a much more nightmarish
gruesome,
way.
gruesome way.
I turned
Yeah, and
to
as
the
you
leader
like gape
yeah.
at this nightmare smile staring at you,
Yeah.
you guys have played Shadow of Mordor, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Remember the autistic orc who giggle and scream?
Oh.
Oh yeah.
That he just starts doing that giggling. He just like
Yeah.
Oh god.
Why? I turned to the speaker.
and then when he
I was
he
like-
starts
Yeah.
and he starts snapping his teeth like that
Yeah.
at you. You notice that his tongue seems to have been cut out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I turned towards the one we were having conversation with. It was like, why in the nine hell would we want this guy with us? If you don't come up with a better
It's just,
explanation,
no, I never said you
I would
wanted him
probably
with you.
consider eliminate you all in this very spot because it's
Has Viral
fucking-
gotten to the
No.
cage yet?
I meant when I said, yeah, Viral is at the cage right now.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
talking.
Says,
I'm
No,
just
I
like-
meant you kill that freak. He's a freaking monster. Just kill him. Yeah, just like very carefully, just like popping the cage open.
Viral just flips over the cage and they're all magically open and dismembered. The cage just
All
Yeah,
right.
he
falls
opens
apart.
up. Yeah, it's like, no,
Cage?
we're not
There's no
allowed to
cage?
kill this fucker.
Oh, you're not? Okay, then I will. And I
No.
swing.
Please, yes, please, thank you.
Yeah.
Please.
Nice.
That's
Will.
a
Nice.
hit.
For the first time, I agree with him, and I'll do the firebolt.
Yeah, I'll just grab Crowley and get out of there.
Nice.
All right.
What?
I'm
Why
dropping
is
a
it looking
drop.
at- What
I'm
the
dropping a
fuck?
smite as well.
Oh god.
Holy shit.
Uh-oh.
That's weird.
All
Why
right.
is it looking round?
Okay, yeah, that Alexander's first attack just like absolutely crushes the guy's ribs.
Huh.
Does he look dead or is he still standing?
No, he just straightens back up. You can hear like things snapping as he stands up. And he just does like he just starts laughing hysterically.
What the f...
Not a fan of that. Not a fan of
Nope,
that.
you got a second attack by the way.
Oh, that's true. I'll swing in, and then I'm assuming after that we. Oh.
But a swing, but a miss. You
But a
swing up, he just like he
but-
reaches up, he just catches the wheel with one hand.
Fuck.
Savannah, roll firebolt. Roll it. Just roll it manually.
Yeah, I'm.
I know
gonna
it
do
sucks.
that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's weird. It's looking really weird. Anyway,
Your
roll
firebolt does not want to show itself to that face.
Yeah.
I
Too
know.
scary.
Just too
Way too
scary.
scary.
Even scares off the firebolt. The manas are all gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that's a
again.
hit.
Again.
That's also a hit.
Okay.
That is a
So-
miss.
Oh, the third one is
Yeah.
a miss? Okay. 1d12.
Yeah.
Plus spell attack. Huh, that's weird. Anyway, 3 d12, d12, d12 plus nothingness.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
I don't think it's acting
Alright.
normally when the first I
Hang on.
You may actually have to like reset the thing, the spell.
yeah. Anyway,
All right. Yeah, very quick. Let me double check. So that doesn't seem right to me. Okay. Minus. Okay, that seems a little better. Minus. I was gonna say, what level are you?
I'm at level 14.
14.
Yeah.
Okay.
Warlock 13,
I was in-
Bard 1. So, yeah.
And you're using Firebolt.
Yes.
Well, you're at level 11, so that should be doing
3d10.
like 3d12.
Yeah, 3d12 because of my trait. So, yeah.
Yeah. So that's your first attack.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
your first hit right there.
Yeah. So the second one should be roll 3d12. Yeah. So 16.
All right, yeah. Your first firebolt like smacks him in the shoulder, and when he leans over to have a look at you, you smack him right in that horrible face of his.
Nice.
Yeah, but
And
it's
just like
yeah.
and he falls, and he just like he waves at the air in front of his face for a moment, and then falls over backwards.
Fine.
Mhm.
Ugh.
And the guy in the robes on the car, he says, "All right, the Were-Raven's all yours. You got him. Thank you very much. We're just gonna turn this cart around." And he turns around and
I'm
sees
charging at him. I am charging at him.
Yeah, as
by
he
the way.
turns around, I
Ah,
firebolt that mother. Yeah, I'm not gonna say the word, but
Yeah.
Nope. Roll for initiative.
range attack. All right, initiative.
Oh, his headphones just up. Actually, since Viral is, I was gonna say, hang on before we do, because now that Viral has managed to successfully get Crowley out of the cart and on the ground,
Mhm.
Okay.
I was gonna say that Sergius can now do something. Okay. Right back. Okay. I was gonna say Sergius has a little something that he's got in mind now that Viral is out of the way.
Okay, I'm gonna test something
He.
just to click on it. So ignore me.
Okay. Yes, Sergius is going to lean in past you guys.
That's weird.
Okay.
Why is it?
And he exhales. He exhales a cone of fire, of blisteringly hot fire, on
Nice.
these Ebonhearts,
Ooh. Nice.
killing them and their horse.
Holy shit. Nice.
All right, and Viral and Crowley, thankfully, are completely untouched.
Alright.
Cool. Cool.
Hey.
All right, you can
Hey,
dress.
you're back.
Yeah. I got my other earphones.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool.
you just missed. You just missed Sergius roasting the rest of them alive. Rest of the Ebonhearts alive.
Alright.
So they're dead. You're alive, and you have Crowley. You were low enough to the ground that you did not actually need to make any kind of a saving throw.
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
Safe.
I
So
want to
I,
walk over. Oh, sorry, Viral, you go do it.
yeah, I'll just go back to the guys. They had Crowley.
All right. You
Yeah.
come back. You're dragging Crowley's unconscious body.
Oh, better. Sorry, Sorry.
There we go.
I'm just doing checks
All right.
on. Yeah, it's better. It's working.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna cast Lay on Hands on Crowley. Get him up.
All right. You do that.
What happened?
As
Five.
you do,
5 points.
5 hit points. Yeah. You see his eyes flutter. It's like, what happened? Where am I? Oh,
What happened?
oh,
We won't
guys,
ask you
hi.
What happened? Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
What happened to you,
happened
Crowley?
the Ebonhearts?
We took
they,
care of him, Crowley.
Okay, good. So what happened to me? He's a little distracted when he sees Sergus's massive head just snake past him and then take the roasted horse and eat it.
Look at me. It's fine. Just look at me. It's fine.
All right.
It's fine.
He says, he tells the story about how he was flying, and he was flying when the Ebonhearts saw him. He was in raven form,
Mm-hmm.
so he had no idea how they figured out he was a were-raven. But somehow they figured it out, and they shot him down successfully with their crossbows.
Whoops.
They then locked him in a cage, and they were taking him to Flynn.
Uh,
Crowley knows what happens. Has heard the stories about what happens to were-ravens who get taken to Flynn.
what
He
happened?
uses silver to torture them into their half-raven form,
Okay.
and then he plucks all of their feathers off. And then after plucking their feathers off, he extracts as much information as he can out of them before he kills them.
Yeah.
And then he has the bodies placed in, ironically, crow cages and hung from the battlements of his castle or around in the path leading up to his castle. The feathers that he takes, he has made into capes for himself and for his high-ranking officers.
Oh, that's right. I think I remember you saying that when we met it. You had the feathers.
Yes.
He had a crow feather cape, that he made from the feathers of were-ravens he's captured.
God. Well, I pat
feel
Crowley on the.
Really upset that we didn't bring the tower to Newcomb. So
There's that. I pat Crowley on the back and say, "It's all right. You're safe now, and we've got some gear that we're going to equip everyone with, and we're going to go take."
He opens up one of the bags. He takes a look at it. You see his crow eyes just widen for a moment. And he looks at you. He looks at you, points at the bag, and then looks back at you, back at the bag, back at you. He's like, really? This is real?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing it. We're renting weapons.
We had to go to quite a dangerous place to get it, but we got it.
Yep.
He just nods. And the circus says, if I know something about puny creatures like these, and he nudges the charred carcasses of the Ebonhearts, he says, they always travel in packs. There's going to be more of them. If we're heading to this Kresk, we need to go.
Yep. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go. Hop on. Crowley able to. Yeah, you do another flip.
Yep. You make another athletics check.
All right, here we go. Round 2.
Come on. Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Not quite as graceful, but you know what? You made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, not as graceful, but you were able to jump on.
In his standards, not as graceful, but he still backflipped nicely from what I can see. So like,
I give Viral a thumbs up.
Yep, it's cool.
All right. So you guys hop on, and you manage to do fly over the village of Alaki, past Lake Baratok, until you reach the fortified walled village of Kresk. As you do, you hear shouts of alarm coming from the village.
Oh.
Yeah, because a gigantic dragon is flying up to them.
Yeah,
I was afraid of that.
I was
afraid of
thinking
that.
of that part. But just
I want to
sure,
fly. I'm gonna fly. No, I'm gonna dart down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly down my hybrid form as quickly as I can. I'm gonna just turn back into Alex and put the hands up to say, "Stop! Stop! Stop! It's us."
Just to be sure, is there anyone surrounding Kresk in the front gate? No one? No enemies?
No one.
No,
You're guessing.
nothing? Okay, cool.
No.
Just to be sure.
No.
Okay.
All right.
So the guard sees Alex. I kind of land beside him and also says, "Yep, nothing. It's fine. He's a friend. Comes in aid. It's fine."
It's like everyone's like crowding around. You see Ismark push his way up to the front.
Hey, it's us.
Yeah. Pushes his way up. He says, yeah, he says, Alexander, what happened? What is this? Have you brought help?
Yes, this is help, and I've brought something better. And I pull out one of the magical weapons that we got from Death's Reach.
Yeah, all the villagers, they look at that crown and they're like, oh, wow. They're like, wow.
We have a lot of this.
Yep.
And I say to Ismark, we went to Death's Reach, and we came back with the weapons and the tools that we'll need to take out Flynn once and for all. We can arm the people, and we can actually make a full front assault on Flynn once and for all.
Ismark says, will your dragon friend be able to help?
I look at Sergei. Will you be able to?
Sergei says, he just nods. And Ismark just got this huge grin on his face, and he says, then I think we'll be able to do better than a frontal assault. We'll be able to whip his heart. We'll be able to tan his heart for him and send him scurrying back into whatever hole he came out of.
Well, my option is to extinguish him from the face of Earth, but yours sounds fine. Yep.
About the
Call him
Revenant,
to
though.
Kingdom Come, so
Oh yeah,
do that.
yeah. Viral. I think Viral just asked about the Revenants. Yeah.
Yeah, Viral asked about the Revenants, and he still has like a day left on his little gift from the Ember Temple. So.
Ooh.
Oh, that's right.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No more
Ismark
twitchy
is
Viral
saying
though.
that-
No more.
No, twitchy Viral still lasts until
Oh,
it's
right.
cured.
Yeah, the
Until the
benefits, it's gone.
But as long as he's near Visoka.
He's
Yeah.
fine.
Until he gets near Visoka, she's able to calm him. Ismark is going to say, when you mention the Revenants, though, he does say that the village of Kresk was under siege by the Ebonhearts, but they actually just up and left one day without explanation.
Do you know where they go? Which direction?
He says that they went southeast, like they were heading towards Mount Gacchus.
Mm-hmm.
You're guessing since that's where these Ebonhearts told you that Flynn's base was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Frick.
They're probably heading there. Alexander, you remember you had, I believe you actually had the Exitanther and the Ember Temple scry for you what was happening with the Ebonhearts.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
And you know that they're working with Cape Horn.
Yeah, I know they're working with Cape Horn, and it seemed like they were also making a deal with the Dusk Elves, if I recall.
No, they're not the Dusk Elves. They made a deal with the vampire Escher.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
The
Okay.
return
one
for
who
giving
had a
him
huge
Sylvana.
crush on me, so.
Oh
He still
yeah,
does,
Rose,
apparently.
Rose in the Mouth Escher. I
Yes.
remember.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have.
All right. But yeah, they are apparently planning to make. Based on all of that, you believe that the Ebonhearts are planning to make a move against the Revenants. They're planning a very serious offensive to try to take the Revenants out once and for all.
Okay.
All right.
That sounds great.
I look at Ismark and I say, so do you think that will leave Flynn's fortress slightly unguarded, or do you think he's going to be leading the charge against the Revenants?
Alexander, yeah, Ismark is going to say, based on what he's seen about Flynn, and your own experience with Flynn confirms this, that Flynn will probably be leading from the front.
Yeah.
He might have an army at his back, but he's not a coward. He will try to take them on from the front. Flynn is a firm believer that victory can only be secured from the front lines.
Yeah. No, I figured as much. I figured that he wouldn't hide in his fortress and send his people to do his work. He would be at the front, because this seems like an important fight to him.
Yeah.
He wants to make sure it's done correctly.
Exactly. So I look at Ismark and I say, do we know where this confrontation will take place?
Yeah, he says that Flynn is planning to lay siege. It's probably going to hit the Revenants where they live. You know that place as Argynvostholz, right down
yes,
there.
of course. Makes sense.
That's where Flynn is going to be that's where Flynn wants to hit them.
Yep. The old stomping ground for revenants. What a wonderful place.
Ismark is also going to say that he has seen that some brave Barovian scouts have tracked some of the revenants, like after they butchered Ebonheart mercenaries. They take the revenants tend to steal the bodies. Some brave Barovians managed to follow them back to Argynvostholt, where they noticed that the revenants have basically dug like this large mass grave that they throw the bodies of the Ebonhearts in. And they also noticed that sometimes those bodies, they stayed for like a day and watched. They noticed that every now and again one of those bodies would just get back up, and the revenants would give it a weapon, and then it would go out into the lands of Barovia.
All right.
Yeah. So all the dead
based on
Ebonhearts are becoming new revenants.
Yeah.
They're using them every time one of the Barovian revenants dies. They're turning Ebonheart bodies into revenants.
Yep. They're reinforcements, basically.
Yeah. So basically, well, the revenants can basically go fight have the endurance to last for as long as they need to. But Flynn has God knows how many reinforcements waiting for him.
Yep.
The good news is that this is a very isolated mountain valley. He can't bring a full army in if he wanted to. He has to bring it in by bits and pieces.
And I think our best option is that because it's like, okay, there's Argynvost, right? So let's say I pull out a map of Barovia, right?
Okay.
We know that so we know that the revenants are going to be here, right? And we know that Flynn is probably going to take his army and his forces down this road.
Yep.
So the best course of action.
He could take a more direct route like that. Yeah. He could take a more direct route.
That's true. Regardless, if we can scout him, then we can do a pincer movement with, well, essentially not necessarily with the Revenants' assistance, but essentially if he's going to be marching on the Revenants, he's going to be coming either from this way or whatever. If we can get behind him, he'll have Revenants in front of him and he'll have us behind him so that there won't be a place for him to escape to.
Yeah. Just squeeze him like a sandwich. That's
basically.
Yep.
So what does Ismark think about this?
Ismark actually likes that idea.
Alrighty.
Ismark, his big thing though, his idea was to basically let Flynn and the Revenants duke it out with each other.
Yeah.
And then just move in and hit whoever's the weakest.
Yeah.
I mean, I would rather, Alexander would take care of Flynn first and then deal with the Revenants regardless.
It's just that it might turns out that the Revenants might join forces with Flynn if we showed up.
It's doubtful. They don't like Flynn.
They don't like Flynn, and I think they would rather. I think they would rather die than assist him.
From what Ismark is going to say, that from what Roland has told him, Roland is still connected to what's effectively a Revenant hive mind for the Revenants of Barovia. From what Roland has told him, the Revenants view Flynn as a second Strahd.
Oh.
They couldn't stop Strahd when Strahd invaded, the Order of the Silver Dragon tried to fight him and they failed. So the Barovian Revenants view Flynn as sort of a second Strahd. They're not going to let him conquer Barovia if they can help it.
Okay.
All right.
But what should we do? Because every time we appear, both Ebonhearts and the Revenants will attack us. I mean,
I don't think they will in this case, Silvana. I think what they're going to do is that they're going to focus on the thing that they hate most, which is probably Flynn. That's the one thing, The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
They also blame us as the one that took us.
I'm aware of that, but I feel like the Revenants have an order of who they want to kill. We're on that list, absolutely, but I think Flynn is at the top of that list. And we have more of a chance of killing Flynn once and for all if we're both attacking him.
Okay. So here comes the question. How do we hide ourselves long enough for them to pass by and to flank them on the back? We're not talking about one or two person. We're talking about 1,000.
Sergius is going to say
an army.
That what he's going to do is, you guys can take as many weapons as you need out of the bag and arm the people of Kresk. He will fly to any of the other 3 villages, and you can arm that and arm the people there as well. When he does, he's going to have dummies strapped to his back that are rigged to look like you three.
Oh.
Ooh.
Lure them
Okay.
in.
To try to keep them distracted. Like, okay, so our three heroes are flying around. They are currently in Vallaki because that's where the dragon was last seen. Truth is, you're holed up in Kresk planning.
Okay.
Exactly.
That
I like
sounds
that.
good. That sounds good.
All right. So, Ismark is going to say though that they have been trying to recruit other people in Barovia to their cause, the werewolves.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since you guys paid your little visit to the werewolves, they haven't caused any trouble.
Cool. Cool.
Like they haven't been running around kidnapping children and crap.
That's cool.
But they are absolutely refusing to go up against Flynn. Even though they know that Flynn would probably like to have a lycanthrope pelt rug
Yeah.
in his throne room.
Yeah.
But they are still holding grudge against us, basically.
No, Flynn. Ismark says that that the revenants are actually scared of something that's supposed to live, that they think is living in Lake Baratok.
Oh.
They haven't been scared of it before, but they think that ever since that Barovia returned to the world, something has taken up residence in the lake. Something that has scared the werewolves so badly that they're not willing to go close. They're not willing to leave their lair.
Okay.
Hmm.
Should we go and investigate? Just to see
That might be
what
a good
lies
idea.
within, so we know what we're dealing with. We don't want our plan to be like ruined just because something might come out of the lake. If we know what it is,
yeah.
we will
I
have
kind
a
of
better
nod
plan.
with Sylvana, and I look
Yeah.
at Sylvana and Vero, and I go, as much as I hate to admit it, if this is a possible problem, we don't want it showing up at the worst moment when we want to execute our plan.
Yes.
So maybe we want to go take care of this quickly. We can have Sergis go and try and arm as many people as he can with the magical weapons that we've gathered from Death's Reach, and hopefully, by the time we go and investigate and deal with this threat in the lake, we'll be able to hopefully convince the werewolves to help us in this fight. We'll have enough resources at our disposal to finish this.
Yep. So let's go do this. Let's do it now. Go our separate ways, and sending Sergey to where he's needed.
All right, Sergis is going to. He's going to wait for enough weapons to be unloaded, and then he is going to go
Okay.
travel. He's going to go traveling to the village of Vallaki.
Yeah, I lay down the map for him.
I was going to say Ismark is going to go with him.
Oh, okay.
Ismark is going to go with him
Yeah.
to make so that people know
It's not a threat.
that the dragon isn't a threat.
Yeah.
Also, the dragon is going to be rigged up with dummies that look like you three.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So let's go. To investigate the
Yeah.
Yep.
Just a quick second. I don't think I can hear Viral.
Vero? Nope. He's not responding. Vero?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. I'm looking at.
Wait.
I'm looking.
Nope. Frick.
It's happening
looking-
again.
Yeah, it's happening. Yeah, he's leaving. He had to leave.
Yep.
Hello?
All right.
Yep.
Hey,
Hello.
there you're back. You're back.
Glad you're
Finally.
reconnecting Hangouts. I thought the Hangouts was the sanctuary.
No, Strahd found his way in. Hey, you know what? To be fair, he hadn't been affecting us for a while during this session, so he
Yeah.
had to show up eventually.
And talking about
Google
Strahd.
Hangouts fooled him.
Yeah.
Google Hangouts fooled him.
How many
All right.
did you hear? Like when we talk about the
Oh.
plans? Nothing.
All of it. You didn't hear me talking. That's it. I can still hear you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That
that's
was-
that's what I expected. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are going to go up and go speak with the werewolves.
Yeah. We're gonna go speak with the werewolves and ask them where they think the creature or the threat lives in the lake.
Well, we know
Which
it's in the
part?
Lake Baratok, but we'll ask them where specifically.
Yeah, which part?
Also, I want to bring something up. What about Strahd?
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's the spot I want. I don't
Strahd
want to
is-
touch.
Strahd is still kicking.
Yeah, in Castle Ravenloft.
Ismark is Ismark is going to say that he knows that Strahd is still alive. He apparently owns Castle Ravenloft. He has sent vampire spawn out bearing messages to the villages of Barovia, Vallaki, and Kresk stating that Castle Ravenloft once again belongs to the von Zarovich family.
Okay.
Flynn, he knows, he actually happened to see what happened when Flynn got the message. Because Flynn had come to Kresk to negotiate, to try to convince them to surrender when the message came. Flynn went and just decapitated the vampire, calling it a very rude interruption.
How about the Dusk Elves? Are they still alive?
Ismark is going to say that if Strahd has Castle Ravenloft, the answer to that is they are either dead or vampire spawn.
All right.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I don't feel really good, but at the same time, I don't feel that sorry. I don't know.
You're just happy that Petrina is not there to harass you.
Yeah.
Sort of. I
Like,
just don't like the way they view me as their breeding mother or something like that.
Well, you are the last female.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just to them it's like you're the last line. So it's
But that doesn't mean I want to
You
be
are
a
the
breeding
last
machine.
obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of,
No.
that's why it's more mixed feelings. You're not happy that you're kind, that your kind is being killed, but at the same time,
Yeah.
I'm not really sorry. So yeah.
All right. So, all right. So you guys are gonna go up to the werewolf lair.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
and I guess I'll just grab what I just tell Ismark before we go. Make sure everyone's armed and ready.
Yeah. They're gonna make sure he promises he'll make sure of that, and he'll let you know when everyone's ready.
Okay.
All right. So you guys leave the town. You start traveling northwards along the mountain. You do eventually come to the werewolf lair.
Okay.
And I need to actually pull that up because we have not been to that werewolf lair in months.
Yep.
So give me a moment.
It's been a while.
Don't worry.
How many days until the Viator comes back?
2 days.
Yeah, we fly for 5 days
5.
already.
Total
so
5.
Yeah. Wait, 2 days. All right,
It's
if
fine.
possible.
All right.
I just want to know what Strahd is doing.
I wish
Alright.
I'd rather not.
I mean,
I
Yes.
would.
no. To be fair with Viral, it's like I think Strahd is probably just kind of happy with what he has at the moment,
Yeah.
and I think I think most likely he's going to be like an outside party in this conflict. I don't think he's necessarily going to support either side. He's just going to kind of sit and enjoy the show.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what he wants.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, who knows? He might come and help us. We'll have to see. But then
Also
again,
mixed
I don't really
feelings.
know how I feel about Strahd helping
Yes.
us. Like,
Also mixed feelings. So.
Yeah, very mixed.
he comes to help us and he brings even more communication problems.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right. You guys, as you approach the den, you see it above the tree line, just above the tree line, is that there's a wide torchlit cave. It looks like the gaping maw of some enormous wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay. I kind of speak out loud and says, "We're here. We're the ones who, well, took
Saved
care
the
of
kids."
Yes, took care of your problem, and
Didn't we save it, technically?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did save the kids.
So
What happens is you see like this hybrid werewolf and hybrid form come out, and peer down,
Mhm.
and you hear him shout into the cave. They're here, just like he said. Call Emil immediately.
Oh boy.
We're not here to fight, you know. We're just here to talk.
Alexander's on guard. He has his hand over his weapon just in case.
Same.
Okay.
Yep.
You guys remember you helped Emil in Castle Ravenloft.
I know.
Yeah,
I
the
know.
werewolf.
Still.
This is he.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yep.
You remember you helped this guy in Ravenloft. Then he comes out in his human form. He says, "Friends, I was beginning to wonder if you had forgotten about us."
Of course not. It's just. I think it's because the shadow. It's really dark to see you. Can you step a little bit closer? Yeah,
He
I
says,
know.
He says, "I think I'm close enough."
All right.
Okay. How far away is he from us?
He's about a good 100 feet away from you. Far enough that you
that's
can
why
hear
I'm
him,
saying it's way too
but
dark.
not close enough that you can easily get to him and attack
I
him.
know. I was like, we're not here to fight. We just need some information regarding the threat in the lake.
Yeah.
He says, "What do you wish to know about the god in the lake?"
The Jinx.
Yeah. Like Alexander looks at him and goes, "The god in the lake."
Yeah.
Yes.
What is it about
what
this
god?
god that scares you?
Yeah.
He
What do you-
says, "It is a great monster. Great, some kind of like fish, perhaps. I don't know. All I know is that it attempted to enslave. It is able to mentally dominate creatures.
Yeah,
It dominated 2 members of the pack. They tried to enter the lake, but we forcibly removed them. We prayed to Mother Night that they would be removed from this creature's control, but it never happened. They wasted away and died."
Okay. So, would I know what these things are, even though I almost certainly know what these
Make
things
an
are?
Arcana check.
Or religion?
Okay.
Is it?
Or a religion check if you like.
Oh, okay. I'll do a religion then.
I'm gonna do
Nope.
That's what's one of you guys. You have no idea. Alexander believes that these are aquatic horrors known as aboleths.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
That's what he's talking about.
The
An
god.
I thought
aboleth.
they were mind flayers.
No. With your check and your ridiculously high check
Great
at that, aboleths,
Uh-huh.
they fit the description that Emil gave you. Bullets, they like to live in aquatic environments. They do tend to try to make themselves look like gods. They are able to mentally control people.
Okay.
Yep. They're dangerous, I'm assuming.
Yep. Bullets.
Yeah, what they do, with their tentacles, when they hit you with that, they don't go all anime and try to rape you. What happens is they turn you into an aquatic monster.
Oh.
Wait, like turn you?
Yes, with one hit from their tentacles.
Holy.
Just one hit? Jesus. Okay.
If the disease has no effect for 1 minute, and during that minute it can be removed by any magic that can cure a disease. After 1 minute, your skin turns translucent and slimy, and you can't regain hit points unless you are completely underwater. And the disease can only be removed by heal or another disease curing spell of level 6 or higher.
Okay.
When you are outside of a body of water, you start to literally fall apart every 10 minutes unless moisture is applied to your skin.
Frick.
Okay. Now, Alexander thinks for a moment, and he looks in his player's handbook, which he has.
What is
And,
a player's handbook?
It's a mysterious item that he's been carrying with him for so long.
You're quite
and he's-
certain that your lay on hands can stop this.
Yes,
before that,
but
if that minute is not up,
more
you cannot
importantly,
How to?
yeah, I can stop it. More importantly, Alexander is immune to it because he's immune to all diseases as a paladin.
That is very true.
Nice.
So it can't. On the other hand, it is able to smack you around with its tentacles if it wants to.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But that means I don't necessarily have to worry about that aspect of the creature.
Also,
What do we do?
got a couple of other things. You can breathe air and water equally.
Mm-hmm.
While it's underwater, it is surrounded by a mucus cloud that has an effect that forces you to breathe underwater and only underwater.
Okay.
For for at least an hour, 4 hours at most. It can also communicate telepathically with you, and if you communicate back to it telepathically, it instantly knows everything you know.
Oh.
So
Underwater mind reader. Perfect.
It is also able to, like I said, is also able to magically control you until the Aboleth dies or is on a different plane of existence.
Oh.
While you're under the Aboleth's control, you can't take reactions, and the Aboleth can talk to you over any distance. When you take damage while you're enslaved by the Aboleth, you can repeat the saving throw and end it on yourself. If you are at least 1 mile away from this monster, you can repeat it once every 24 hours.
Okay.
They also have legendary actions, but no legendary resistances, and they also have lair actions.
Yeah. This is going to be a tough fight.
Well, we don't have to fight them. Why do we?
They also...
Yeah?
They also have minions. They're also more than willing to make minions out of anything they come across. Their preferred minions are basically like semi-uplifted lobsters called Chul.
Chul.
Okay.
Chul.
Yeah.
What Chul do is their job is to go find magic for the Aboleth and hoard it for them.
Okay.
Although they can do anything else that they need to. They're basically big bruisers.
Yeah.
So they have basically this aura that lets them sense magic. It works similar. It's not magical, but it works like the detect magic spell. The range is within a radius of 120 feet.
That's okay. We don't need to attack them. They can't live a life not near water, so we don't have to worry they might affect us. So yeah.
The Aboleths are able to go onto land.
Yeah, I know, but but the Aboleths, they seems fine.
The problem is that we need to get rid of them, or else the werewolves aren't even going to consider helping us. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like if we don't. Sorry, if you want to say.
They try to get close. As I said, they have tried several occasions to get past them, but the Aboleth basically has the area blocked off with its Chul followers. If a werewolf start getting close, then it sends Chul after them.
Yeah.
Do they have vulnerability against fire?
Aboleths?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I was just thinking because they can't.
With my religion check, do I know if they have any vulnerabilities at all?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, vulnerabilities. They don't have any vulnerabilities, but they also don't have any particular immunities either.
Oh.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
So the one good thing about these monsters is that they are flesh and blood. They can feel pain. If you kill them, they will die, but they will eventually respawn on the plane of elemental water. But that will take a process of like years.
Okay.
Cool.
Sort of like divine discorporation, but much longer.
Right.
So death for them is a nasty inconvenience.
Yeah. But it's not like an absolute.
But it's not absolute for them. He will probably remember it, and thanks to the shared memory that Aboleths have, all the Aboleths remember what you did to them. However, here's the thing: they're not going to the whole race isn't going to dedicate its life to getting revenge on you. There are plenty of adventurers who've killed Aboleths. They're more likely to just view you as an annoyance. Their target is the gods.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And
Aboleths.
Yeah, technically, I'm half god, really.
Technically, yeah. I was going to say, but Aboleths, they used to rule the world. And then the gods showed up, destroyed the Aboleth Empire, and sent them scattering. The Aboleths have never really forgiven or forgotten that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they
All
were,
right,
and since
so-
they have hereditary memory, they will always remember
Yep.
their defeat at the hands of the gods.
Yeah. So Alexander thinks about that for a moment, and he tells Sylvana and Viral about the information that he knows from his studies. And he says, "It'll be a dangerous fight, but we're going to have to do this. We need all the help that we can get."
All right.
I'm not saying we don't help them. I'm just weighing our options here. Is it really worth it to go and just rescue them for just a handful of reinforcement, or should we just plan our?
Werewolves
It's not-
are ferocious combatants.
You know what?
Werewolves are very ferocious combatants.
It's not even that, Sylvana.
Mm-hmm.
This is a lurking problem that is near Kresk. And I just don't like the fact that there are like really powerful enemies near our base of operations. Like, and that's the main reason. That's the main reason. Like, I'm not really doing this for the werewolves reinforcements. I think we should do this so that we don't have any other lingering problems to worry about.
Okay. All right.
That's true.
Let's do it.
So can we make our way towards the lake?
All right, yeah, Emil's going to warn you against it, but when he sees that you're adamant, he wishes you the best of luck and says he's going to pray to Mother Night for your safety.
How many before we
Pray a
left,
little harder this time.
before we left? How many
Yeah.
have you seen before? The
How many?
obelisk.
I'm sorry?
Yeah. What are
Well,
the
he has-
numbers? Yes.
He has never seen these creatures. He has only seen one of them. Like, he had gone down to he heard that a couple of them had these lobster horrors running around, so he led a pack down.
Mm-hmm.
He led a small pack down to try to destroy these things. And as they were fighting it, this huge monster just rose up out of the lake. This huge fish-like monster just rose up and started enslaving and transforming people left and right.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's when he and the rest of them just decided discretion was the better part of valor.
Okay. So basically, they only saw one. So okay.
As far as I know, there's only one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just going to take that. I'm going to take the advice to heart, and I'm going to march on forward.
Yep. Me too.
Yeah. Can I be stealthy while
You bet.
approaching the lake?
Yeah, make a stealth check.
I always love it when the DM says it like that. Yeah, make a stealth check. Why not?
Matters.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Off
bother.
night.
I'm just gonna walk towards the lake. Just carefully walk towards the lake.
That's a 19. That's still decent.
All right, yeah. You come down, you notice that the lake waters are, as you get close to the black waters of Lake Zarovik, all right, yeah. As you reach the lake, you notice you can squint, you can make this out without a perception check, that there is like this almost like this supernatural film covering the water. This very thin film, like soap scum almost.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Can I make a perception check? See if I notice anything among the surface.
Go right ahead.
Perception. 17.
No, you don't notice anything like any unnatural presence on the surface, or like even immediately below it.
I don't know what to do. We got to get their attention, I guess.
Or if it's attention you want, attention you shall get. I cast Firebolt to the lake. Just
All right. You like hear the explosion. You see the steam fly up from the lake.
wakey wakey.
But otherwise, nothing happens.
Yep.
Nothing is happening.
Huh.
All right.
Nothing else?
Alexander, I would like you to make an intelligence save.
Oh, what the
yeah, I was waiting for that.
what the
Okay. I have advantage if it's magical.
Ooh.
Intelligence save, and it is magical.
Okay, with advantage. Oh no.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
All right, Alexander, you're looking at Interesting. All right.
Is this like a domination, or is it that disease thing that
No,
we
it
were
doesn't even
talking
say
about?
that. No, hang on. I'm double checking something because it doesn't say what the DC is, which is kind of frustrating for me.
Make it up.
Well, I did roll a 6.
All
so
right,
I'm
here it is.
assuming I failed.
Okay, yeah, it's still failing, but they don't. I
Yeah.
just noticed they don't have it. All right, Alexander, you notice that you look around. You notice coming out of the woods is Flynn.
What the?
He's got his great sword over his back. Savannah and Viral and everybody else doesn't see this, but Alexander sees this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm hallucinating.
He just he like holds his arms out like in greeting, like he's giving the welcome gesture from Dark Souls. He says, "Alexander Anderson, babe, I did not think you were stupid enough to fall for it."
Alexander looks distraught, and he's just like, "No, how did he figure this out? How did you get here, Flynn?"
Huh?
I was waiting, babe. A few quick illusions, and bam! I had those stupid werewolves running for their lives, babe. Now bring it on. Let's see what you got. Let's finish this, babe, once and for all.
Alexander goes charging towards Flynn.
Wait, what the?
What's up?
Savannah, you guys are
Alexander?
watching. He's like, yeah, Alexander, you see him like right on the edge of the tree line. Like he should be in plain view, but no one, only you can see him.
Shield Guardian, grab him.
Grab who?
Alexander,
me.
of course. Grab him.
All right. Make an attack roll against Alexander to see against his AC to see if you can grab him.
Come on, come on.
Come on!
Nice.
Grab.
26. Aha.
You feel like the Shield Guardian's massive hand just clamp down on your shoulder.
I just shout out Savannah. Savannah, what are you doing? He's right there. We have to kill him now.
Who's right there?
There's
What
no-
are you talking
there's no
about?
one
There's
there.
no one there.
Can I insight check them?
Make an insight check.
Oh no.
Well,
I'm not being deceptive. I'm being honest.
But
So
Flynn's
we're not
right
being-
there!
Flynn's right there. It's clear as day. Like Alexander's.
Well, not exactly clear as day because the sun's going down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's true.
But he's there, and it's definitely his voice, and he is definitely taunting you.
Okay.
Alexander's looking around, panicking at the
Okay.
moment.
Okay, Alex, calm down. Which direction?
Yeah.
Which spot do you think he is?
How do you not see him? He's right there. He's right in front of us.
Okay, how far away is he from us?
Can I point to him?
Yeah.
Okay,
You can point
I
the direction
walked
you think
to
he's in.
where he said Fling is. I walked to the exact
And
spot.
there is nothing there. Alexander, you notice Savannah's walking, that Flynn's just like casually just walking around her. Just completely ignoring her. And she's just like completely ignoring her. And she's completely ignoring him. It's very bizarre
I mean,
I'm looking.
what's happening here. Like that's like Savannah's been charmed or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're good. That's good.
That's good.
So,
That's good.
Alexander's like, I shout out to Viral. Viral, I think he might have charmed Sylvana.
All right.
Do you have anything that might be able to stop this?
Just to remind you, I am immune to charm effect. So, well, put to sleep. But
The only other, well, she has advantage on saves against charm, and magic
Yes.
can't put her to
Sorry.
sleep. But that doesn't mean that a charm can't take hold.
Yeah,
and
true.
that's what Alexander think is happening right now.
okay.
Falcon, you got it, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
so-
Okay.
Secret
I'm
message.
back. Oh yes, whispers.
Yes, whispers.
Yes.
Yes, whispers.
Yes, whisper.
So Alexander at this moment is going to panic and he's going to try and break free from the
Oh,
shield
Shield
guardian
Guardian is
grip.
trying to hold on tight.
What do
Make
I
an
have to make?
athletics check versus a shield guardian's strength check.
Come on.
Because I know
my
shield guardian
athletics-
does not have athletic.
Yes.
Shit.
No, you're unable to break out.
Can I like?
Why does this
grab
always happen?
Alexander? Like, put him back into his senses.
Just
All right,
smack him in the face. I don't know.
Let me double check if you can try. Yeah.
Alright, so what roll do I have to make for that?
Make an attack roll to see if you can slap him.
Alright, if I can even slap him. No.
Nope. You try to smack him, he just raises his hand to block it.
Yeah,
Alright,
my heavily-
You
Alexander.
have to calm down. There's nothing there.
Alexander, you see Flynn. He just like this, like almost like this look of like, oh come on, really? And he pulls out a hand crossbow and he shoots you. You take 5 damage from that.
Okay.
Wait, what do I see though?
Yeah, what do we see?
You guys see nothing. You just see like Alexander like jerk, like he's been shot with something, but you don't know what. You don't see anything.
Okay, alright, that's it.
Yeah, Alexander hears Flynn say, "Come on, Lexi, what's the problem, babe? I'm right here. Come and get me." Or are you
Like-
really so weak that you can't get out of some stupid shield guardian's grip?
Alexander casts Misty Step.
All right, Misty
All right.
Step. You Misty Step right up next to
I'm
Flynn.
gonna hold person Alex at this point.
And I already,
Alright,
like,
make
as
this-
that's happening, I got my wheel ready to smash down on Flynn's face.
I'm gonna hold
All right,
person.
Alexander needs to make a Wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed. What is the DC, Silvana?
19.
19. Make a Wisdom. Oh, he's
Calm
paralyzed.
the fuck down.
Flynn is just like grips his greatsword. He's like, "Ooh, that's a bad move, babe." By the way, once we're done here, I'm gonna definitely give Silvana. Remind me to double Silvana's pay. I never told her to do this, but man,
Oh,
oh
God.
man, that's impressive, babe. And he swings again. He swings at you with his greatsword,
Oh man, this is awesome.
This is awesome.
and you take another 5 damage.
All
Oh
right.
my god. So he
What can he
do,
flinches
though?
again, right?
Yeah, so you seem just like jerk again
You know what, Alex?
in your.
That's
in the grip
enough.
of your spell.
I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna move closer to him. And
Oh, okay, wait. Can I try something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go
Can
ahead.
I do a lesser restoration? Does that work?
Let me check.
Oh, maybe. Come
Maybe.
on. It should be working.
You
Level
can certainly
3 spells?
try.
Okay, I'll try. Come on.
Come on.
That's blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Definitely.
Oh
No, that doesn't work. No.
no, he has none of those, so it does not work.
Yeah.
The
Yep,
thing that
let's-
sucks is that if it wasn't me, I'd be able to cure it no problem.
Yeah.
Like if it was one of you, I'd just play cleansing touch and you'd be fine.
Yeah.
But of course, I have to be the one to fail it.
All right. I called in the shield guardian to sit on Alex.
Flynn takes another swing and deals another 5 damage to you.
Alexander, can you cast cleansing touch on yourself?
I gotta make another insight check on Viral.
Yeah, make an
Gotta-
insight check. Let's see what. No!
No.
It's not. He's trying to trick you into not attacking Flynn.
No.
What is going on?
Yeah.
This is insanity.
Alexander,
It's
listen.
amazing.
Alexander is panicking. He's seeing his friends turn against him. It's
Yeah.
like, no, Viral, not you
Well,
too.
Flynn
All right,
just
all right,
Viral.
Vero, I'm gonna try something. I'm not sure if it works, but what the hell? Let's just do it. I'm gonna cast Remove Curse on Alex.
All right, remove curse. That does not do a thing.
Okay.
Oh.
He's still
Yeah, Alexander, you
panicking.
see, like Flynn raises his sword to attack you, and then he just lowers and he's like,
Okay, I guess I have to
You know what,
convince
babe?
him again.
"You're not worth it. You're really not worth it, babe. Now that I finally have you here in front of me like this, it's just not worth it, babe. See you around, Lexi."
Oh,
And then he walks away into the woods.
oh, Alexander is fuming at that.
Yeah.
He is
That's
fuming.
so amazing.
Oh.
All right.
All right.
What did he do at this point?
All right.
I'm
so,
paralyzed, so I can't move.
yeah, you're still paralyzed. You can't actually do anything.
And Shield Guardian
you-
actually like sits on.
It's
him,
gonna
so,
wrap it.
Yeah.
It's actually gonna. All right. So 1 minute passes. Hold person ends. So now you can actually speak, Alexander.
Yeah.
Didn't I technically just remove his paralyzation earlier? Yeah, I did, right? Because of lesser
yeah,
rest.
yeah, true.
Oh, that's technically
Let's just-
true.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
technically true.
No, hang on. Lesser restoration does not remove that. It's Actually, yeah, it does. Never mind.
Yeah,
I just saw it. Blind,
condition.
even paralyzed.
So yeah.
Yep. So it's removed, and he is being hugged by the shield guardian.
Well, sit on, actually. The shield guardian actually lands itself on top of him. Not hugging.
It knocks
just
him over while he's
sit on.
paralyzed and just sits on him.
Yes.
Alexander's just trying to crawl in the dirt, trying to pull himself off from
Hold
the
him down.
weight.
And
There's nothing there.
Yeah, there's nothing there. And Shield
Okay,
Guardian
I'm
holds him down.
looking at Vero once again.
Whoops. It gets better.
It's like, maybe, I don't know, but Flynn was just there. He actually attacked you. I don't know. Something's not right. Either they're being fooled or something. You don't know.
All right, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic at this moment to
All right. Yeah.
see around. Do I sense anything other than
Where the
our-
magic is
yeah.
coming through.
You sense your shield guardian and the
other
magic
than-
items that all of you are wearing and or using.
Yeah. Other than our stuff, do I detect anything
No.
else that's out of the
No.
ordinary?
Nothing else. It could be something that's hidden behind, like, for example, a thin sheet of lead. You don't know.
Okay.
Or it could be that there is, in fact, nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna look at Viral. I'm gonna look Viral one last time. I'm gonna say, if you're not being controlled right now, then tell me one thing. What did you get? What did I give you in Death's Reach?
Huh.
Do I don't want to say the obvious, but
Oh no! Hesitation! No!
it's like okay, Vero doesn't know how to give a straight answer because like it's very important. I said
No, Visoka is going to come. Yeah, at that point, Visoka's going to show up, and she's just going to just take your head in her hands. She's going to. You sense that she's
So
trying to.
you're
Whoops. Hello. Hello.
And finally, she just kisses
Hello?
you full on the lips.
Hello.
Hi.
huh?
yes.
Oh, sorry. I was lost for a second. I think something.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. Go ahead.
All right, yeah, I was going to say that Visoka just sees that Viral is about to make a very big mistake. She just tries to get him to talk, tries to tell him. And when she can't tell him anything, she just kisses him full on the lips. And Alexander's like, man, I better be
Alexander
kidding."
is like, just looks at that so confused. Just like, what is happening
What
right
is
now?
this?
Me too. I'm in
And-
awe. I was like, what?
And
is
Viral,
Like,
happening?
okay,
temporarily, you can give a straight answer temporarily.
you can give a straight answer.
So,
You told me to not tell anyone, and since there's some people here, I won't say it.
I'm gonna take that as trust. I'm gonna cast a cleansing touch on myself,
all right.
and that should technically end the spell that is being used on me. at the
Provided
moment.
that it's a spell in the first place. Please be a spell.
You're not sure if anything is on you. It just ends.
So
you cast it. You don't know if there's anything was even on you in the first place. Because that just seems so real. And Flynn did, in fact, hurt you.
yeah.
Like when he stands up, you guys do see that he does look like he's been injured.
But where? Hold on.
Like, yeah.
How did Flynn, if he actually here attacked you? How did he do it?
Is it now? I've got a question for the GM. Do I feel like it's more like psychic damage that was done to me?
Now that your head is clear, thanks to your cleansing touch, you do believe that it was psychic damage.
Are you all right, Alexander?
Yeah.
I think I'm fine. I think I'm getting my senses back to me. I saw Flynn. He was there. I thought maybe he was controlling Sylvana, and I just.
Nah, I'm too good for that. So.
So Alexander just sighs as Sylvana says that. So, all right. Well, that's a very Sylvana thing to say. So clearly you're not being controlled at the moment.
Yeah.
um,
You're being controlled.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I
I
was
just-
like, if Flynn actually attacked you, your body is clean of damage, so there's no wounds, there's no
Yeah.
Yeah,
wounds.
nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Alexander, make a Arcana check.
Absolutely. 0.
You don't know.
Absolutely, I have no
that it
clue
was Flynn.
whatsoever.
Sorry,
You're
can you say
still
that again?
convinced that it was Flynn. You're not sure what happened. You're not sure how he was able to hurt you without wounding you, without actually leaving physical wounds. But you are convinced 100% that was Flynn the Grin.
Can I do the Arcana check to see?
If you,
It's more for me. Like
Yeah,
you know that it was fake. You absolutely know that. But the
Yeah,
problem is
more
that
like-
I could believe it wholeheartedly.
I was gonna say maybe it was real and they just couldn't see it.
I'm like
Oh, Savannah,
Alexander.
you can
Yeah,
make an
Alexander
Arcana
is
check.
buying this totally.
Based on what you just witnessed, you can make an Arcana check.
Same. Can I try?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right,
Nope.
Spiritual does
Nice.
not know. Savannah,
Mm-hmm.
you believe that this is the result of a phantasmal force spell.
All right. Yeah, I relayed that information to the others, saying, in my studies, well, though I never advanced in the bard, but yeah, from what I heard in my family, there is something called a phantasmal force that can affect one's mind, seeing something that isn't really there. So maybe
It says a little more than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said there's a little more than that.
Yeah, it's similar.
It's only perceivable to the target.
Yeah.
The target, the phantasm includes sound, temperature, and other stimuli.
Mm-hmm.
The target can try to make an investigation check against a certain DC. If the check succeeds, you realize that the phantasm is an illusion and the spell ends for it.
Mm-hmm.
While affected by the spell, though, the target acts as though the spell is real.
Yeah.
The target rationalizes any illogical outcomes from interacting with the phantasm.
Mm-hmm.
For example, to take the Flynn example, if Alexander attacked, he obviously wouldn't be able to hurt it. It's just an illusion.
Yeah.
But in his mind, he would see just like Flynn just effortlessly dodging his attacks and laughing at him.
Yep.
Ugh.
It's like
You
how
was-
I
and
was
you are
trying
so
to
convinced.
stand- Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I would say you would be so convinced of the phantasm's reality that you can even take damage from it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For example, a phantasm created to appear as fire would burn you.
Mm-hmm.
So each round, the phantasm deals 1d6 psychic damage to the target.
Okay.
So in this case, it was Flynn shooting him with his crossbow and then attacking with his greatsword.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the damage was unusually low.
Yeah. And Alex, so I think if Alexander hears the explanation, even though he really believes that Flynn is there, he does kind of start to think that it could be something was wrong with his mind. If he's
Alexander, based on what you know about the Ebolas, that is one of their lair actions.
Ah.
They can chuck a phantasmal force at any number of creatures.
I need to. We need to find him. If he's messing with my mind, he could be messing with your minds too, and that means he's already noticed us. So we need to get him and kill him now.
But
Very
how
well.
do we get underwater?
You remember what I whispered to you?
Yeah. Yeah. I
You
kind of
believe
felt.
that the Ebola was trying
Yeah.
to mess with your mind too.
Yeah.
You were able to shake it off.
Yeah. I felt something weird, but I was able to
Resist it?
shake it off.
Shake it off. Okay.
Shake it off.
Anyway, how do we get underwater? I mean, it's not like he's coming out or anything.
I might be able to get him out of the water, but I'm gonna have to get close to him.
Okay, do it.
Let's continue on.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's continue on. I'm gonna try and get closer, see if I can do. Actually, this thing would not be undead, fiend, or fey. Probably.
Nope.
Probably
No, Ebolas are aberrations.
Yeah.
Okay, so divine senses is gonna help me here.
Ooh,
No.
nice.
Because I was thinking that maybe I could track it with divine sense, but I don't think that's gonna work.
Yeah.
No.
Because I have a couple plans.
However, one thing you do know is that when it cast Phantasmal Force on you, it had to be within 60 feet of you.
Oh, Okay, that's a big deal. So it's got to be hiding
So
in
it's
the lake.
probably swimming deeper into the lake. Once it hit you with phantasmal force, it probably retreated deeper into the lake where you couldn't follow. It would only last for a minute, so it had to maintain concentration on that. But it
Okay.
probably is going to come back for a little more once the spell wears off.
So we know, I have a feeling, a sneaking suspicion that it's in the lake, but we need to be able to get down into the lake. Solana, is there any spells that you can cast that maybe can give us water breathing or anything?
Sorry, no, not really. Unless you allow me to polymorph you into a creature that can,
Just want to say,
yeah.
That would be awesome.
do any of you happen to have inspiration, by the way?
I do. I have inspiration because I
I
figured
was
out.
going to say, if you pass it to Sylvana, and Sylvana spends it, she has a whole mess of spell books with her.
Yeah.
If she takes it and she spends it, she will just happen to find the magic that she needs.
Ah, that's true, because she's been collecting books off every single
Yes.
mage known to man.
Every mage she's able to kill, and I believe since the last one, no, she didn't get that. The dragon probably roasted his spell book.
Mm-hmm. But the others,
The one with
I
the-
took, yeah.
But the others, yes. So
I will gladly pass my inspiration to Sylvana if she can find the spell that we need.
Roleplayed it.
all right, yeah.
Just how
Alright, yeah,
to
you flip
pass
through it.
inspiration.
Oh, okay. You know how I'm gonna pass inspiration? I'm just gonna grab Sylvana by the shoulders and say, if this thing messes with my head again, I don't know if I'll be able to. I don't want that to happen. I don't want to see Flynn like that. I don't want him to be taunting me like that, Sylvana.
Okay.
I need you to find a spell in whatever books you have and get us down there so we can finish this thing.
That's pretty awesome. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So Sylvana,
I'll
you
try.
got the inspiration. You're going to spend it to just happen to find the spell that you need.
Yeah, I'm gonna totally do that.
You flip through one of the books and you're like, oh, how did you miss that? That's a spell of water breathing right there.
Okay. All right, because
It takes an action to cast.
Mhm.
You can target up to 10 willing creatures that you can see, and that it will let them breathe underwater until the spell ends.
okay, what's the level of water breathing?
Level 3.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I can do that. Hold on. Let me water breathe. It's a one-time thing, right? So I don't think I add that.
It
to
lasts for
my-
24 hours.
Yeah, what I'm saying is this spell, when I cast it, it's still a one-time thing because I didn't learn it, I didn't prepare it, it's just in the book. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm
Yep.
gonna cast it as a ritual. I'm gonna spend the money to put this into my Book of Shadow so I can cast it normally.
All right.
Okay.
It's a ritual, so I can do that.
All right, so you can sit down outside of the. You guys can go retreat to the woods or whatever,
Yeah.
or sit on the lake shore and stare at the murky waters while she does this.
Yeah, sorry it takes a while, but I promise I'll be fast. So I start scrying into
Alright.
the book. I pay up 50 gold
Alrighty.
pieces, minus that in my inventory, and then, yeah. What do you know? I learned the spell. Yeah.
Okay. So I feel the ability to breathe underwater now?
I'm going to cast it.
Once she casts it, you
Yeah,
will.
I'm going to cast it.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, take your time. Take your time.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going to put it into my spells. Level 3. Water breathe. Whoops. Alright, I cast it. So everyone should be able to breathe underwater.
Coolio.
Coolio. Yep,
Okay.
should be
Perfect.
working. Yep. So I hum. I just channel the
use-
energy. Yes.
You use your bardic inspiration.
Yes. hum. And you all see like a blue stream of kind of like water light and flows out of my book and just sprinkles onto you. And yeah. You guys
Cool.
can breathe underwater. Yeah.
All right. All right. One thing you do know
Mhm.
is that if there is something down there, you don't know what else the bullet has down there, but if there is something down there that is able to cast dispel magic, you could find yourselves in very serious trouble.
I know. So that's why Shield Guardian is coming down with us. Hey.
All right. Yeah. He doesn't need to breathe.
Yeah, he
He'll
doesn't.
probably sink like a stone.
Oh wait. Sylvana, you can cast that spell multiple times, right?
Yeah, true. It's a ritual.
So why don't you cast it into the Shield Guardian, so that if he does dispel it, you can have the Shield Guardian use water breathing on us again.
Yeah, the thing is, the store spell needs to be prepared per day. If I alter it right now, it will lose the Dimension Door property, and this might just be the key to rescue any one of you. Yeah.
Oh, like have okay. I guess that's fair, because if one of us starts drowning, the Shield Guardian can grab and just bam us out.
Door you guys out. So
okay.
Or if Shield Guardian found the Aboleth, he can just grab him and Dimension Door onto the ground.
I think I was thinking about that, but I was reading Dimension Door, and the problem is it has to be something of similar size. So if the thing is too big, Dimension Door might not work.
Yeah, the Guardian is huge. Size of huge, so.
Oh, that's technically right. If the Guardian does it, it's would the Guardian be the same size as the guy we're trying to kill?
I don't know.
The
you are the guy with the knowledge.
The Ebola.
Let me check. Let's see.
That might actually work.
Yeah, he's a large construct. Sorry, not huge, but large construct.
Large. This monster is a large size. It's probably a lot bigger than the Ebola. The Ebola is probably bigger than your Guardian, but not by much.
So
it's in the same size category.
Yeah.
So would So we're just asking, would Dimension Door work if we tried to do that with the Golem?
It would probably need to make a saving throw against Sylvana's spell save DC.
What kind of saving throw would that be? Strength or
Wisdom? Probably.
Probably strength.
That's fine. We can just hex him. Totally fine.
Yeah, that's true. I'm good with that. So I'm gonna a couple things before I jump in the water. I'm gonna cast a Pool of Healing on myself and top myself up back to
full health.
65. Take away 15 plus 50. Okay. Wait, what? No. 65.
What?
I was like looking at my math. Is my math wrong? No, it's not. Okay, no, there we go. So I'm back to 50, and now I'm back to full. And the second thing I'm going to do is, for this fight, just in case there's any more bullshit, I'm actually going to summon Reyes from my Cloak of Angels.
Ooh. Can he breathe underwater? Do I need to cast this
I don't...
No. I'm going to say no. He's an immortal angel. He's not hindered by such trivialities as air.
True.
Yeah. The reason why is because he has to spell magic.
All right.
True.
And that might help us.
So.
Yep. That might.
All right. Okay, so
I cast the spell magic on you before, and it doesn't work. So, oh wait, did I? No, I cast.
No, I don't. No. No, you said remove curse. Yeah, would dispel magic would that have worked?
Would that be working?
I'm sorry. Oh no, yeah, probably.
Oh, okay.
But you didn't know the effect was magical, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
At the time, was some kind of crazy whatever. You're not sure what you didn't know what it was. So, all right.
Now that we know better.
All right. So I'm making quick notes here. What did you cast? You summoned Reyes. What did you cast? What spell did you cast on yourself?
Oh, me? I just did lay on hands to heal myself up. So I used a bunch of Pool of Healing. I didn't cast
protection from good and evil.
Ooh, that's true.
But Aberration doesn't have alignment. I'm not sure.
Hold on.
It says we're protected against certain types of creatures, aberrations, celestials.
Aberrations, yep.
Yeah, okay. I'll have Reyes, now that he's summoned, I'm going to have him cast protection against good and evil on me.
Cool.
All right. That's a good choice.
That as well. I have that spell.
Me as well.
Yeah, I'm going to actually use that. So I'm going to cast it on myself. Nice. Now we're all set. Let's just go.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I think we're pretty prepped for this fight now that we know what we're dealing with.
All right. And that's where we stop for the night.
Yes.
That's pretty amazing.
Well done.
That last part with Alexander. Whew.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Alexander, what's crazy? That's how a high-level monster wins fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High-level monsters against high-level characters, what they do is they take a quick look at your character sheets and they figure out who's got the highest stats.
Yeah, like literally. You went to my. I bet you went to my character. Say, oh, look at that -1 intelligence. I know what I'm
Yeah,
gonna do.
pre-game, I went there to look, and I'm like, okay, what does this Aboleth have that can be used to make him go cray cray?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it would have been even more crazy if I failed my wisdom save.
Yeah.
If you had failed your
God.
wisdom save, the Aboleth would have dominated you.
Oh God.
Yeah.
And it would have probably tried to use you to convince the others, hey, maybe we shouldn't. Let's go out. Let's get some reinforcements.
Nice.
Because this
Flynn
thing's a
fair.
bruiser.
Yeah.
We got this. We
This
got
thing's got.
We totally got
Yeah.
this.
All right, we'll find out about that next week on Out of the Past. And in this case, it
Yeah.
really is out of the past. The Bolus are ancient motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just saw the attributes. I was like, what the fucking hell?
This is gonna be a fun fight. I'm very
it's gonna
excited.
be fun.
Just
It can outmaneuver you with its swim speed. You guys can only move at half your normal walking speed underwater.
Yep.
He's
That's
got a
true.
full 40 feet of swim speed.
yeah, but I got Misty Step.
I'm not giving away that much with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know he's going to be much faster than you underwater.
Oh
This is
no,
his
I would assume so if he's an aquatic
What's the-
creature.
Yeah.
What's the creature again? What's his name? What's the name?
A Aboleth.
Aboleth? Aboleth.
Yes.
A-B-O-L-E-T-H.
Alright.
Yeah. Also, I happen to one of the many D&D websites that I use to give me advice
Mhm.
is a website called themonstersknow.com.
Ooh.
It's short for the monsters know what they're doing.
And this is
So
what
I
they
happen
should
to
do.
find. This is what I've happened to find, like what they should, how these Aboleths and their troll minions act.
Nice.
Wow, these guys
So
look
I also
pretty
happened to, on Sly Flourish, I did find one thing.
Mhm.
Where a group of where Sly Flourish was running a game for his players, they were going up against an Aboleth. He was expecting an epic fight. What they did was they forced caged the monster, and then they sat down and tried to figure out, okay, how do we get rid of this thing?
Yeah.
And as they did, the Aboleth actually convinced them that they were on the same side and offered them gifts, a powerful gift, magical gifts. That session ended with two of them getting an Aboleth tentacle up their nose to give them their special gifts.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask real quick, Falcon.
Yeah.
Could you make me just very quickly some NPC sheets so that I can just
right.
because I just want to have the angels at the ready so that if I want to do quick stuff, I can just have it all just click at a button.
Mhm.
Right, absolutely. Give me like a few minutes. I need to pull up. I'm going to put the names in there so that you know which one is which, and then I'll let you have at it.
Yeah. Because I can put
So-
all the rest, the stats and the skills and what, so on and so forth.
Okay, yep. All right.
Similar to how, like, Sylvana has her shield guardian, she just has to click a button.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so Akel.
So that
And
was an
that's-
enchantment spell, right?
That was, yeah. Yeah.
I know the
Alright,
perfect
there we go.
way to deal with it. Yes.
All right, we'll find out if you can deal with it. This
Yeah.
Akel is an NPC.
That's super rad. And sorry, Sylvano, how much experience do we currently have at the moment? I just want to make sure.
The total of hold on, I'm just gonna post it again.
Actually, technically, Alexander and Savannah have slightly less. Slightly more.
Really?
Because they tag teamed their smiling friends.
Oh, I didn't count that in because you didn't.
Yeah,
count
no,
it.
I'll give you the
That's fine.
experience once I get the last character sheet up for Alex. I will give it.
Okay. But Vero also unlocked the cages, so maybe he should be also getting similar experience.
All right, so I'll split that one guy up between you,
Yeah.
all of you.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I think that's fair,
Wait,
because
it's
Vero-
like
yeah.
along with like Viral unlocking the door and his natural 20,
It's
like
amazing.
we were essentially just a distraction, keep the
Yeah.
guy talking.
He's the one that's doing
Yep.
the actual work.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
So I'll divide it up between all three of you. It's not going to be much.
I know, but
All right, so, Alexander, you have your NPCs.
Perfect.
Build your angels, and I will find the stats for our screaming friend. Alright, so that would be. Alright, each of you gets 234 experience for killing
cool.
that screaming, smiling guy.
Cool. I'll just add that real quick, and yeah, awesome session, guys.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Next week, you will battle the god in the lake.
I hate underwater. I just because none of us have advantage on anything. It's like
None of you are able to fly out of there either. Plus, Savannah's fire won't work under there.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's gonna be rough. Is that oh no, Savannah can't fireball.
I still have Finger of Death, so that's
Yeah, you still have Finger of Death. You got options. You got options. But anyway, I gotta go, guys.
Okay, cool.
Bye.
Right.
Okay.
You take it easy.
Yeah, see ya.
See you next week.
All right. Until next week, good game, good nights.
Yep.
Hopefully my internet won't give out.
Hopefully. I'm gonna stop recording.